tell people say, now here we dey. We don't come to stay. I say no retreat, no surrender. We're living big, but no array. Look at the soldiers killing innocent Biafrans every day. Look at Islamists killing innocent Christians every day. It's a penny me, it's a penny me, it's a penny me. Chupoki Kogama, Pateranya say the maka, Pateranya say the maka. I know Ginaka, that is why I say, that is why I thought, that is why I know, that is why I say, that is why I thought, that is why I know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Muhammad Umu Biafra nile, ayisigi gabaniru, onya kaya kacha, weli feneme, onye naya netuno hile, chuku kwa mawaja. You are whiter than snow, Goku kibesio. We stand where you stand, we say no secret trial. Onyinye chuku, Ezosika, Osiki, Ohamadike, no secret trial. Prophet Yahweh's young, Osiki, Ohamadike, Osiki, Jisike, Mazus, Ejike, Kone, Osiki. One day, Buja Bija, Sipa, no welly feneme, no welly fenafia, no welly fenaco. Esi one name, Victor, Chimesie, Okorochuku, Igbo Network Television, London, Osiki Chisike. Na hakuge nazu Umu Biafra nile Getine nuwa Asiki gabaniru No secret trial No secret trial No secret trial No secret trial. Tile. Watch me far away. See me far away. Tell me what you saw. I will show you what I have, because I have myself. Oh, then think say na defense. Oh, make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, oh, you go learn to pretend. Oh, do not run away. I know somebody. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I thought. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I know. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I thought.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chindu from Alo province of Biafra Land, and we are here live and direct. And today is the 25th day of the 7th month, being July 2025. Tata Boboche Orie. I hereby welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this holy platform where we preach the gospel of not only physical liberation, but also, most importantly, mental emancipation, that you may know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Therefore, You will never know the truth without hearing it. And hearing the truth does not automatically qualify you to knowing the truth. You must make effort after hearing the truth. That is it. And that effort is to ask questions, to make researches, to investigate whether what you're hearing, how true it is, how true is it, how authentic is it. And once you find out the reality about the message you're listening, it now qualifies you to knowing the truth. And from that, you'll be emancipated. You'll be freed from that particular ignorance. Because you are made up of the information you consume. That is the reality. You are mostly made up of the information, you are the information you consume. Because the information you listen to builds who you are, your personality, your type of human being, your behavior, your way of thinking, and all the rest. And that is who you are. Therefore, that is why we encourage our people from far and wide, even the Fulani, please, draw nearer and listen to Radio Biafra London. We don't have any problem with average, ordinary Fulani that is looking to making sure that, he meets or, he looks for what he engages in his normal businesses. No. But we are against that ideology of conquest. It is outdated. And we must continue because no single iota of Biafra land will be ceded to the caliphate. It doesn't matter however they come, they come through this way, come through that way. IPOB is the watchman. We are watching. And that is why we call on our people, on Biafrans that are listening to my voice today, in order to support what we are doing. You can support IPOB, you can donate to ESN through different ways. You can make contact if you don't want to be known. If you want to donate anonymously, you will keep it. You make contact and write your message. Send an inbox through our inquiry lines. Although I don't have them with me right away, they are on Signal. Also, you can inbox me on my studio line or any of the studio lines of the broadcasters here on Radio Biafra. And my studio line is on WhatsApp and Signal +61 405 142 547. I repeat it, +61 405 142 547. You can inbox and say, Mazi, please, I want to donate to support what you people are doing. If you want anonymous, we keep it like that. If you also want your name to be announced on Radio Biafra, we will do it. It depends on your choice. But what I'm telling you is, you need to support what we are doing. It is a collective effort. It is for our collective interest. The only thing that is eluding us today as Biafrans is the need for us to understand that our community interest, our communal interest is far, far, far more bigger than our individual interests. And that is why today, in whatever I am going to talk about today, including some news headlines and other things, I want to ask this question. It's a rhetorical question to each and every one of us. Is a complete rhetorical question. And that question is this: how do we save ourselves from ourselves? I want you to ponder deep. How do we save ourselves from ourselves? Is a huge question, rhetorical, which means you don't need to answer it openly. It is something you answer to yourself, you think about it, think deep. How do we save ourselves from ourselves? Because, fighting outsiders is very, very, very more easier than fighting internal battle, internal enemies. Fighting internal enemies, it is far more dangerous. It is far more cumbersome. It is far more difficult than fighting, all of us fighting outsiders. That is why I put this question: how do we save ourselves from ourselves? That our from ourselves. How do we save ourselves from our selfish selves, from our selfish greed? That is the question. How do you bring that your personal interest and greed down, mellow it down to the extent of prioritizing our communal interest so that we get we first before me? Because I have seen that it is a very big disease. It is a very big disease in us. I am telling you. It is a very big disease. This ourselves, this selfishness comes in different guise. Are you getting me? That is why it is very difficult. It is being masqueraded in different ways, even in our struggle today. That is why somebody will be asking, you, the DOS, you don't obey on the order. For you, for people hearing, listening, you will think that, oh, he has the genuineness of heart. For him, even if it is destroying the struggle, but after the struggle is being destroyed, for the DOS to obey on the order, according to him, he will be the person to come, or one of the people that will come and start blaming the DOS. Why don't you obey? Onyendu said, no, get out of, don't look into finance. Don't interfere into finance. And you think that he's talking from the genuineness of heart. These are the type of people. I want to just give you a just simple example, because I have many things to say today. Since Monday, My last broadcast was on Monday, and due to obvious personal reasons, I couldn't make it till today. So I have to be on air today and also tomorrow, being Saturday. Therefore, listen attentively. These are the people I'm asking, how do we save ourselves from ourselves? Because they always come with different guys that they love Onyendu more than you. Oh, you have to obey Onyendu order. Even if it means destruction of the struggle, they don't care. Because later they will turn around to blame you. Oh, why do you? Don't you have a brain? Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you getting what I'm saying? And I continue asking this question. How do you tell the leadership of this struggle not to look into finance, whereas this struggle, the backbone is finance? Money is being spent daily, every day, to do different things, mostly in Biafra land, every day. And now when you do is not there, you say, okay, you people use your fingers, only do other remain. Don't think about finance, don't dive into it, don't talk about it. Focus, continue. And I ask, how? So, I've been thinking about, this last Saturday's broadcast, this question. Anytime I'm in my quiet time, the thing used to come back, bounce back in my brain. I say, how can human being that calls himself that he is reasonable be asking this type of question? They made you feel that, oh, they love Onyendu more than you. Which is, Mazi Chindu, German coordinator, he said it, he called it fake love. These are fake lovers. They are never genuine. Never. Let me tell you something. The love we have for this Biafra must surpass everything. This Biafra restoration. Even, let me give you an example. If, for example, Nenayanya, Madam Finance, let me give this example. If, for example, she loved this struggle per se, normal, that she is genuine about our moving forward, IPOB moving forward towards our focus. Before God and man, she will be the person. Even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave her the order. As Onyendu was renditioned, she will be the person to intercede on behalf of, privately even, on behalf of the DOS, and say, Mazi Onyendu, with due respect, sir, the bureaucracy of coming to consult you for anything, and this is a struggle that is moving forward, things are needed every day, you know it. Coming to consult you before signing off any fund, it can be, or it can make a difference between life and death. It can delay things, and things will get out of hand. So I suggest humbly, Onyendu, please allow these people to have free access. I will be recording, everything will be filed. Everything will be recorded. Because if we allow this blockade, financial blockade on them, there will be problem, you know that. This is genuine love for the struggle. Hey, Chineke. This is, I say, if people like her have this struggle at heart, this is what she could do that and plead. It's a suggestion. So that tomorrow you say, but I pleaded with Onyendu. I pleaded with her. It's on record. But look at what he said. That no way. Or her plea, we say, okay, okay, give free access, but make sure that everything is recorded because it's for accountability. The money there is for the smooth running or for IPOB. That is it. That is how things are. But as long as ourselves, let me put it like this: as long as ourselves is blocking us, that is why I ask, how do we save ourselves from ourselves? It's a rhetorical question. People with deep understanding will understand this question. Because she knows that blocking the fund, she has private interest, selfish interest in that. She will be gaining. But the movement will be in disarray. So she doesn't care. That is that ourselves I'm asking. How do we save ourselves from ourselves? That is the question. Because that selfishness, there is something to gain privately. That is why that system is promoted. It's just like in Nigeria today. Governorship election is being counted. For example, Anambra state election that is coming, I think, on November. The final result will be declared in Abuja. The announcement of the result is in Asorok. So, they know. Everybody knows that that is where the abracadabra is being done. People know that it is wrong for people to vote in Imo State. Now the result will be counted in Abuja and the result announced from Abuja. This selfishness will not allow people to advocate, to fight against this system. Are you getting what I'm saying? It's part of how do we save ourselves from ourselves. Instead, they keep it like that because the system was created to favor selfishness. That type of system was created, is there to favor individualism. Soludo will go Abuja, people more in Abuja, he will make more contact in Abuja more than other candidates. And he has everything to gain personally. So he will settle with Abuja more than settling with his people that he is supposed to be their political leader. That is why Hope Uzodinma was imposed in Imo State, and we see the result today. That is why I'm asking, how do we save ourselves from ourselves? If people are not selfish, do you know what? Even the political elites will push that, look, this is wrong. How do people that I'm trying to rule, that I'm trying to be their political chief executive officer in the state, how will they vote? Normally, everything should be. How should it be that? How should it be that after it is in Abuja, far away Abuja, that the result will be announced, the final result? Does it make sense? These are things that people should be asking. But because we are at war with ourselves, our selfish selves are at war with our collective selves. That is why I asked this question, or I am asking this question. It's a rhetorical question. How do we save ourselves from ourselves? Let me play something for you. Let me play a clip. I want you to learn something, please. I want you to listen attentively. Where do I put this? I want you to listen. It is Buba Galadima. He spoke about how the reason why they
because he believed we are fake.
I'll tell you why Igbos cannot rule Nigeria.
Had a mission, and I will reveal that mission today. General Buhari came into politics. It wasn't his province. He never liked politicians because he believed we are fake and that we don't mean what we say. But there was an incident that made some of us.
I don't know, please. Please hold on. Why is this stopping? Why is this clip stopping? I don't know. Because I want to bring out something. When people are genuinely concerned for their own collective interests, that is what I want
To recruit him,
okay.
Convince him, and use the other people. And even though we had our own agenda, because in 1999 and 2000, the OPC was on rampage in some parts of the country, especially Southwest, and have inconvenienced a lot of people from this part of the country. And to the extent that they mobilized over 500 vehicles to come and invade Ilorin with the sole aim of uprooting what they called Fulani structures in Ilorin.
Do you see people that cares for their collective interests? It doesn't matter how flawed you might think. I'm telling you, people that cares, that have foresight, that discusses about their common interests, they foresaw and say, hey, this is what the OPC, Odua People's Congress, was trying to do, we are planning. So how do we save the situation? The then president of Nigeria is a Yoruba man. Governor of Lagos was Tinubu. So they don't care. They became concerned. Let me ask us, Have you ever seen where politicians of Biafran extraction, mostly Igbo Biafrans, become concerned about one thing, about our communal interests, and say, look, how do we tackle it? How do we tackle this, please? It is about us. It is about our people. How do we tackle this? What is the political benefit and the political positions? Didn't you see Soludo going to Maryland, USA, condemning Igbo youths, demonizing them, whereas exonerating the real terrorists, the Fulani terrorists that massacred a few days ago in Plateau, that has been massacring in Benue, in Enugu, in Imo, in Anambra? He completely exonerated them. The reason is because Abuja holds the key to his second term. Are you getting me? The caliphate holds the key to his second term. It is not you or I. It is not the people living in Anambra State. No. They don't care. I don't give a damn about them. Yes, he threw sachets of Indomie to people in order to, fulfill the issue, or fulfill to tell people, oh, we are doing campaign. He threw Indomie, whereas he has done his footwork in Abuja. He has satisfied the Abuja demand, the Caliphate's demand. That's why I am asking, how do we save ourselves from ourselves? Listen, these people, they looked and saw that, look, these people want to take Kwara from us. They saw it as a collectivity. There is no two ways about it. They saw it as a collective failure for them, that if they allow this thing to happen, all of them are to be blamed. They are not like us, our people, that they don't care about our collective interests. That is not their problem. They don't care. Many people don't care. They don't care. IPOB, the leadership, you are bad. Why don't you obey Onyendu? I say, keep away from fund. And I ask, if they keep away from IPOB fund, how will they run IPOB? Tell me. Where the other secret order have been given. Okay, if that's the case, send them back home. Let them give their sticks to governors and their traditional rulers. These are things that we are going behind doors. But many people, some people that are coming today now, fit or on, they don't know some of these. Some don't care. What matters to them? They always prove fake love. They love Onyendu. How will you love or pretend to love Onyendu and want this struggle to collapse? Is it not fake love?
Much. And,
no, is it not fake love? Complete fake love. These are mischievous people. Mischievous set of people. I love what Wada Chichi Jovita said that day. Ndiarwala. Okay, ndị okenye na village yapụta ha ndị okenye ndị arụrụ ala. This is how these people are. If they come out, instead of seeing the truth and saying it as it is, Hannah, they continue running around, meandering. How they will put, because in the night they have been met in their houses, giving some bribe. So they will come in order to subvert the truth. No, what matters to me is Onyendo has given order. You must carry it like that. Even if the movement collapses, carry the order like that. Let me say this. It's my own suggestion, my own view. If, for example, the leadership, or I am the leadership, and the hands of clock were rewind, time was reversed, and that Monday sit at home was declared as it was, and even if there was message from Onion to say stop this, whereas the people have accepted, I rather stay with the people. I will tell Onion, sorry sir, but the people accepted this. Leave us to do our job. Leave it. I am telling you, because this was the origin of the problems we face today. This was the origin, the complete origin of the chaos we are seeing today. And the people that planned it, they know that it will reach to this extent. And that is why they promoted it. How do you, so, like somebody that, I don't know, I don't want to digress into this, but let me also say something a bit. Like the other Mazi that said the ghost town, this and that, why do you not obey when you do order? Do you think that it is easy to talk to millions of people, give them order today, and tomorrow you come and give counter order, and people will take you serious? There are some things some of our people speak. I say no. I start questioning myself. I say, look, even all these claims and all this propaganda or talkings against Nnamdi are all completely lie. I doubt it. Naturally. And if we don't remove all this, we continue suffering. How can you come out today and speak with inspiration? What people want to do, even Mazi want to come that day. Mazi hosted him. When you tune in, when you listen, you see that that is Mazi Chinasa was speaking the minds of people, and people were happy. And all of a sudden, they want him tomorrow and come and say, "No, that thing I talked yesterday, please let us reverse it." Are you talking to one individual? Are you talking to one individual? And that is what they use. That is what they've also went back to use it against the leadership. Why? Oh, they have sold, playing double game. Playing double game. Onyendu says, stop this. Painstakingly, the leadership stopped. After holding only 1 Monday sit at home. Now, Mazi Chike, who I hosted, which I privately fought with him, say, why should you do this? I was totally mad that day. I will never forget it. I said, Mazi, why do you people choose to destroy what we are doing? He said, Mazi, Mazi Chike is a gentleman. He said, I understand your point, but breathe in first. Because the more I was, if he was directly with me, I will fight him, honestly. I was fuming. I said, why do you people choose to destroy what we fight hard to do, to establish? By coming to cancel this, for what? No, Mazi, I have to obey. It's an order. I said, there are some others. I told him there are some others. You don't need to obey immediately. This is political movement. You are loyal to a fault. If the people is with you, showcase to the leader, say, Onyendu, please, we are not trying to disobey you, but if this thing happens, there will be chaos in our land. Even you put it in letter, write it direct so that it will be a proof. This is what we said. And give us time. If people are with you in one issue, you don't need to, say, I am obeying, because people will not listen. Oh, I'm obeying other people. Many people will not listen to you. That's bygone. But what am I saying? What am I trying to say? These people that started this nonsense,
was doing
that
the country.
Onyendu say, give order. They still went back. When they saw that our people are interested in this, now that is when Ekberima hijacked. Say, do you see? I told you people. They have collected money. The same people that say Onyendu say, they went back and rally around Ekberima, supporting him, that in order to kill the leadership. That's why I asked this question. How do we save ourselves from ourselves? It's a very critical question. Each and every one of us should answer, but rhetorically, by yourself. Because many Ndibo, they are oral. I'm telling you honestly. Many Ndibo, they are oral. Some of them you think that as you are genuinely in this struggle trying to contribute to your quota, you don't know that some are trying to fix themselves for them in the right position, so that when you do, we see them as well. Even if things happen bad tomorrow, they will be fixed in the nice direct situation. Haganeri. Owazirike today, he started this struggle as on Masop, and for him, he's still doing it today. But don't you see Owazirike still have right-hand men? They are not doing it because they are doing it for Biafra restoration. Those right-hand men knew what is happening, but they are feeding from Owazirike. That is the only thing, nothing more. That is their interest. Na ego pụta na ke ha anụkete eshi akwa nwa ego arụwa 10 million etinyere onye ọnọ na akaụntụ sịkwa ọkwa Biafra ka a na-eme na-emekwa Biafra. That is how some people want to position themselves. When you see what is going on, we know that we are. You don't need only alpha only Dibia to tell us. We know what is. We know. Many of these people, we know what is their business. That is first thing you should ask some of them. They try to fix themselves in a position whereby we love you. We love you more than look at her. So that in case tomorrow, I was some because I'm with him. We understand. I used to say the worst thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did is to gather all of us together from everywhere in this world. Both good, the bad, the ugly. Both the intellectuals, the professionals, the thieves, the ugly. Both the think tanks, any type of people, gather us as one family. He created something that is far, far bigger than him. People never know. He created something far, far bigger than an individual, than him. He's our leader. Yes. So when people make move, we analyze, we understand. How do we save ourselves from ourselves? It's a rhetorical question. Continue listening to Baba Galadima. These people, they understand, they saw a danger for them or for their collective interest. That if Kwara was taken back from them, it spells doom to all of them. They will never blame one person. No, it is all of them. That is why they made a move. That is how you know leaders. They made a move to counter, to raise up something to counter that, to prevent that from happening. They became proactive, not people like Ndibo that are only reactive, not proactive. Everybody is facing his own issue, his own self. Continue listening.
To the extent that they mobilized over 500 vehicles to come and invade Ilorin with the sole aim of uprooting what they called Fulani structures in Ilorin. And we felt that was too much. And Obasanjo was doing nothing. President Obasanjo was doing nothing. President Bola Tinubu, then governor of Lagos, was doing nothing. And some of us felt that those group of people were being encouraged by their leaders in position of authority. So how do we stop that?
How do we stop that? Because they have eagle eyes. I am not supporting their actions, but I want you to is their interest, their collective interest they are trying to protect. How do we stop this? That is how you know leaders. They defend the interests of the population. Not people in our land that are just businessmen calling in the name of politics, doing politics, not deceiving our people. They know that they are deceiving people. They don't care about our people. They know that. Highest thing is, this governor built road. That is the highest thing you can see in our land as politicians. All the actions of politicians. Oh, they build a road. Oh, this governor built the road. Oh, this governor built one school. Oh, he built one flyover. All go China, nothing. They don't enter into strategic things that are happening to the people to prevent it or to stop it. Are you getting what I'm saying? How do we protect ourselves from ourselves? Continue listening.
Runa, at Alhaji Bashar Al-Hattu's house, those group of people were being encouraged by their leaders in position of authority. So how do we stop that? And I called a meeting in Kaduna at Alhaji Bashar Al-Hattu's house in a place called Unguan Kaji, directly opposite the house of General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. And some of them...
Just hold on, all these annoying advertisements, publicity.
Included Alhaji Wadanas, Professor Yadudu, Bashir Al-Hattu himself, Alhaji Yahya Sulehama, and a host of others, about 34 of us. And we sat down to reason. How do we save our people from this OPC menace?
Have you ever seen our political elites gather and ask themselves, the theme of their gathering is, how do we save our people from the menace of this Fulani headsman that is going rampaging everywhere? How do we save our people? No. Instead, they play down on it. They look at Soludo now. No, this is propaganda. How do we end up in this mess? And in answering myself this type of question, I pondered I reflected back right from the formation of Nigeria, headed by Azikiwe Obedidon, Nnamdi Obedidon Azikiwe. He tricked some traditional rulers of different tribes in Nigeria to sign this thumbprint, not signing, to thumbprint about one Nigeria. Obedidon Azikiwe was having in mind that he was forming a big, very big country for his son to rule. Nnamdi Azikiwe Jr., born in 1906 in Zungeru. Are you getting it? Do you see that selfishness? I gonna go one years yoku. That is where my mind refer me back. Now, because of this, they don't care about their people. What matters is that big thing. Let us from that big thing now. I will give it over to I will take this in the orchard, give it to my son will be in charge. Do you see the letter, the very genius plan of an average Igbo man? Yes, indeed, when I gonna say, I will buy 250 acres of land. I will build a kingdom so that Igbo people will come out. The palace will be in the center, very big, and we have hundreds of rooms for in case Igbo governors and if Igbo have a president, which they will have. He will come there and I will host him. You know, fantasies upon fantasies. How do we save ourselves from ourselves? This greed. Little did they know that you can never build and control a kingdom unless you conquer it by war or by any means. You can never rule over a kingdom because many of our people think that running a country is like running your business. Running a country is just like running your company. No, Sanoma. It is far, far more complicated and sophisticated. You are talking of a country with different sets of people. In your company, you don't employ mad people. No. Any person that wants to come in or looking for a job, he brings his CV. If it's what you want, you take him, which means you assimilate people you want in your company. But in a country, people are existing there. Both people that are mad, both people that are crazy, both people that have a different mentality you never can discern in this world. You need to satisfy many people and manage everything rightly. That is what our people are misunderstanding. They thought that, oh, as I have I build my company from scratch. That is a obese this thing, mantra. A self-made man, yes, we know that. You build your company right from scratch till today. You become a billionaire. I will build Nigeria and I will be laughing. This is Igbo man little brain. I call it a little brain. That thing you call big brain, no, very little. He never knew that the good Lord Jonathan grew to schools to satisfy some people in the north. For evangelists, they jettisoned it. They allow him to spend money after spending the whole billions and billions of naira building. They said, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for doing this, but you are a fool. That is a country for you. It's not a company. Are you getting what I'm saying? You must deal with these issues. There are people that you know they know you are doing there are people in a country, there are people they know you are doing the right thing, but they sabotage it. for reason best known to them. And you must deal with it. How do you deal with these issues? So when you hear Obi talking, giving motivational speech, don't mind him. He's an Igbo man fantasy, like Azikiwe fantasy. I need that big thing. He never understand the sophistications of leadership, political leadership. He underestimated it. The same thing to Agi Ironsi. Oh, I'm in power. I have gun. I have people surrounding me. How can I'm impenetrable? I'm indestructible. I can do. Don't worry. Don't worry. But when the thing started, he started looking for his head. That is how very simple-minded our people are in terms of politics. They thought it is buying and selling. Where you buy, you start by putting small things on table. From there you grow. You know, you sell. After selling, sometimes you don't eat. You eat once a day in order to grow your business. From there, now you look for little shop, half shop. From half shop, now you rent for big shop. From full shop, you start having stores everywhere. And how before you start importation by yourself. And our people think that a country is as simple as this. That is why when you see mischievous people coming to ask mischievous questions, even on this platform, it doesn't surprise me because I know this is a political movement. When you see dishonesty being displayed, oh, Onyendu say this, you try to do it, and they will go at the back, and the same people try to sabotage it. It never surprised me because I know that this is a political movement. Are you getting me? Now, but the question I ask is, how do we save ourselves from ourselves? It's a very rhetorical question. Most of our people are simple-minded, straightforward, simple-minded, straight-thinking human being that can build business very strong. But when it comes to political movement or governance, 0 upon minus 9999999. They are. Because they think in a very straightforward and simple way. I say, good luck, Jonathan. Try to satisfy the North by spending billions of naira. How many people ever ask what happened to all the schools? After building it, don't you hear the telephone conversation between Alhaji and Kunle? Kunle reminded Alhaji that after all, good luck, Jonathan. That you people, the North benefited from good luck, Jonathan, more than even the South. He said he have to do it now. Do you hear his voice? You heard his tune. He said, good luck have to do it. He has no choice. Do you see? These are things you have to deal with in governance. There are mischievous people, highly mischievous. They don't like anything good you do. If you do bad, you do good, they castigate it, they don't like it. Some forces don't want DOS to excel, to progress. I am telling you, they don't want DOS to progress this struggle. I know that. I've been warning about this in many of our internal meetings. I say, the way I understand the politics and the Igbo people, it will be like this. And I know that. Right from 2021, I've been saying this. Not on A. Because that selfishness must be protruded. It is number one thing. If not me, instead let's destroy everything. That is the mindset of most primitive Igbo people. I am telling you. If not me, instead I destroy everything. How do you think that how do you think that somebody like Uche Mofo, who is one of the alma maters of IPOB, who formed IPOB with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and others, when he fell off, he started castigating IPOB as if he of many of Igbo people or Igbo man. When you see people like George Onibe that has been ranting on Radio Biafra, preaching this and that, how you think is it? Go and see what is somebody that have been telling the whole world that he is more Igbo than person from Anambra State, and he have been providing proof. 2019, which he broadcasted. Today, go and listen to what he's vomiting. That is where you see low life. Lack of dignity is a disease to a people and to an individual. You see, dignity. When you lack dignity, when you want to say normally you have to remember, say, but I formed the destiny. It doesn't matter that I am now, no matter whether I'm right or wrong in my, demarcating from the group, let me just go and keep quiet. Because if I start talking against it, which means I am also indirectly talking against myself. So, as a person with dignity, let me keep quiet and be diplomatic. Even if people ask me about my position on this, I will just mind my business because I'm no longer there. That is how dignified the people behave. But lo and behold, most Igbos they lack us dignity. Do you see this word they call dignity? They lack it. They lack it and lack it and lack it. That is why Bight of Biafra, which they call Gulf of Guinea today, was labeled slave coast. Because most people there, they have slave mentality. They can sell their brother for a porridge. They can turn around against their own people for just a coin. Under 1 second, somebody that is fighting against you now turn and become your friend because you give him just one coin. That is why I'm asking, how do we save ourselves from ourselves? It's a very big thing. Some people might not understand, but it is very huge. I am telling you. It is very huge. Now, let me continue playing this because there are things I want to bring out, please.
So we said, I suggested that Harry joined partisan politics, and we had a very big outing in Daura to initiate him into politics. The Obasanjo government became restive and was shaken to its bone marrow, and because those were some of his our thinking. So Obasanjo had to really checkmate the OPC. So for that reason, we have achieved our first purpose of bringing General Buhari into partisan politics.
Do you see that? They saw a problem that is against their communal interest, and they acted. They acted. They saw a problem that was. They saw a problem that was brewing against their interests or communal interests, and they acted in unison. They became proactive, and that is the reason why they brought Buhari and they sold it to you. For you, well, that's why do you see to control the public, the masses. Oh God Almighty. Even to the extent Mbaka sold it to his population, to our people, that Buhari is good luck. Or do you see? You know, if I'm telling you something, I want you to no, I just want you, you know, listen. The example is here. They saw after the deep state of the north, the caliphate gathered themselves and said, look, these people, if we don't react, they want to take back Kwara from us. The cabals. And after they begged Buhari, say, please come and represent us because you are to instill fear. Only your presence will instill fear. Now they start selling it to everybody using money, using the media. Even to the extent Mbaka, an Igbo man, demonized his brother. For you to understand how bad it is. People never talk about this so deep. Oh, Reverend Mbaka, he said good luck is bad luck. Bad luck is good luck. People are still going there today. He sold himself for a porridge and promoted our killer. And the people clapped using religion. Oh, on our hozo. Today, what is happening? Has there been anybody, any journalist that requested audience press interview with Mbaka to boldly ask him, Oga, why do you say this? Because money exchanged hand. That is why I say we need to save ourselves from ourselves. I am telling you. Before even going outside. The greed, that primitive greed, we need to combat it. Mbaka did this thing. I am calling his name on air because that is everybody know about it. It's not something that is hidden. He publicly said, good luck is bad luck. And the bad luck is good luck. So that God have chosen Buhari. How do we save ourselves from ourselves? Today, people are not bold enough. They don't have balls enough in order to confront Mbaka and say, why? What happened? Where is your good luck? Do you see? This is what some people are trying to do in IPOP. Because it is inborn in Igbo people. I say everybody. It is only enlightenment that will remove that natural greed. Because in us, Igbo Biafrans mostly, it is still there. It's a primitive, it is in the DNA. It is very primitive. Through enlightenment, you remove yourself from it and say, no, I have to be dignified. No, this selfishness, I cannot allow selfishness, my selfish character to kill our collective interest. No. That is how you redeem yourself. Otherwise, it is in every one of us. And that is why it's true. Obasanjo knew what he was saying because he practiced it during the Biafran war. He used money scattered on the Igbo. He used Igbo man to fight Igbo man. Let me tell you something. Yoruba people, their modus operandi when it comes to this type of fight is different. You see, the Fulani, they can confront you with arms. That is what their preparation. They don't care about diplomacy. As headsmen are moving around, killing people directly, attacking. That is what they know. Yorubas, they are more dangerous. They will not confront you with arms. They will use diplomacy. They can use money. They will aid and abet propaganda against you. If they see people like George Onyibe ranting against Igbo people, of which he himself is an Igbo man, he have claimed, he have said it several times on Radio Biafra. He gave a history of even how Abo came from where in Igbo land. He's a Igbo, more Igbo than any Igbo. But today, he is talking against the Igbo. That is what the Yorubas understood in our character. And they are using it. They can aid and abet people like this. When they see any anti-Igbo ranting on social media, they will tell themselves, they know how to organize themselves, say, go, use even Igbo names. Go and support him. Let him have many views. Let him encourage him. Tell him right on. If they see any person, any Igbo person, doing a disservice to our collective interest, the Yoruba action is to go in a, in a way, in a covert way, secret way, without you knowing, to be supporting you. Many of them use Igbo names on social media, YouTube. They subscribe. They subscribe to you. They answer Kafo. They answer Konkwo. They say, oh boy, what you are saying, we are behind you. If it's YouTube, if you monetize your YouTube, your channels, they subscribe and encourage you. That is how they function. To raise your voice more and more. I've been saying this, that Obasanjo, you see, he is more dangerous than Gowon during the war. Much more dangerous than Gowon. This reminds me, I was talking with somebody the other day. He was trying to tell me, we are discussing about issues of religion. He was trying to tell me that, look, I'm just digressing. He was trying to bring in that, look, if when you come to religion, Catholic Church is even more better than all these Pentecostal, hellfire, heaven, fire church. I said, what? Say it again. He repeated it. I said, no, Mazi, you're wrong. Catholic Church is the worst, is more dangerous. Their approach is more dangerous. They assimilate and make you understand that, you can practice, you are this, but you are be in us, we are with you. They come and fall down and take, we are doing your culture, don't worry. They are more dangerous because they will use diplomacy enter you in order to control you, to hold them. Today, and they are doing issues on a church in Catholic. Now they are not even going on individual. They go and hold the institution that you held high. Catholic will go and deceive you, use diplomacy, before you know, they hijack that your institution. And now they will corrupt it without you understanding. They will corrupt it, and for you, you'll be thinking that, oh, nah, allow. Wow. You don't know they are playing with your brain. They are more dangerous. I am telling you. The simple minded will not understand this. Do you see these Pentecostals that they came 70s, 80s, 90s? They came with fire and brimstone. They came with this, fire and brimstone. With the same fire and brimstone, they will go. Because we are seeing it today, how this thing is looking for money individually. So with that, they will destroy the mindset of people. People will start saying, nah, these people safe, nah, money they want. But the other institution, Catholic, was instituted as an institution to deceive you. I am giving you the example. I'm just making the example with how the Yoruba work. They come in Rebatani making now start manipulating you, just like a virus. There is this virus. I've forgotten the name. If it infects a rat, if it's a host to the, rat is the host, is a primary host to that virus. If that rat contacts that virus, do you know what it does, the rat? It will be pushing the rats to go be looking for cats. Animal that kills and eats that rat. It will be making the rat, okay? If he see cat, he will go to him. He will see cat as his best friend, and cat will just eat the rat. Or eagle. He no longer hides from his, the killers. And that rat or the eagle will kill the rat, eat it, now, so that the virus will enter into that cat and develop more. Do you see? That is how these people behave. They be no, we don't want problem. No, you're our friend. They use diplomacy, they enter you. Now they steer you for destruction. Listen to Obasanjo, please. Listen to Renew, flashback. This was almost 1 year ago. Listen.
I don't believe that
This was in Imo
anybody
State.
in this country should be driven away from any part of this country, because this country we own it together.
For them, we own it together. Pep talk. He's speaking this in Owerri, in the midst of Igbo political juggernauts, Mohanese, all of them. Listen, giving them pep talk. We own it together. What about why is Lagos Airport being the only international airport in the south, the main international airport, but we own Nigeria together? People clap. When you talk, this just like talking to children, babies, toddlers. You tell the toddler that I will buy you a car. No, I will buy you an aeroplane. Just for him to stop crying so that you move out. Don't worry, I'll buy you an aeroplane. You become the pilot and you fly. And he will immediately say, hey, daddy, you buy me a say, don't worry, I'll buy you. Because he don't have the capability to think, to reason. He don't have the capability to ask, daddy, but pilot, how do I become a pilot? How can I drive? Where? Is it in this house you are going to buy it? Airports, planes land in airports and take off in airports. So how do we do? No. Only that big thing, only that sound is what he wants to hear. Finish. No question. That is what Obasanjo did to Igbo people in Owerri. The clap. We own Nigeria together. But how many seaports are in our land. During his time, Obasanjo, he increased the tariff of ports in Port Harcourt, in Igota. Oh, but we own Nigeria to get. That's why I say our people are very simple-minded. You can deceive them with pep talk, pep talk, pep talk. That's why I don't blame Alhaji. When he told Kunle that, Kunle asked him, what of you, these politicians, Igbo politicians, say, leave them, they are all businessmen. Do we trust them? They're businessmen. And he's right. Because what an average Igbo man wants to know is that thing that he will gain privately. He don't care if I gain this, but it is to the detriment of our race, our people. That is not his problem. That is why I ask this question. How do we save ourselves from ourselves? We need to answer it, but in a rhetorical way. Listen to Obasanjo. Clap.
When I was fighting for the war of unity in this country, I used Igbos, Hausa, Yoruba. Even though we were fighting against Igbos, not that you should go, but that you should come. And I used Igbo.
He used Igbo
to fight Igbos to come.
He used Igbo to fight Igbo to come. Has it stopped? The answer is no. They were clapping that, oh, Nigeria belongs to all of us. Only in the mouth. Only in the mouth. They clap on the Igbo. People that could be deceived like a toddler. Look at Kemi Badenoch that have been saying horrible things against Nigeria. He's the UK Labour chief. Labour chief, yes. She could become the UK Prime Minister if Labour wins. You know, they have parliamentary system. Constitutional monarchy. It's not a democracy, UK. Parliamentary system of government. The parliaments or the parliamentarians are elected by the people. Now the parliamentarians, the majority, any party that have majority in the parliament produces the president. The prime minister. That is how they run it. Look at what Kemi Badenoch, UK Conservative leader's citizenship statement states anger in Nigeria. Look at very downgrading statements she has been making against Nigeria. She has said that Nigerian police are the worst police, corrupt, they are thieves. Latest, she said she cannot even get, Nigerians are getting citizenship in the UK, but she cannot even get citizenship for her children. And the people, do you see, have you ever seen where people attack her because of her race as a Yoruba? No. The answer is no. Let an Igbo politician in UK, in Canada, in America, make a similar statement or even half of that statement. Oh, hey, we broke loose. The same Yoruba media will stir up. They are no more going to take her as a Nigeria, from somebody of Nigerian origin. They will take her as Igbo people. Do you see how things work? And our people are sleeping. These are Chiamaka. Oh, hey, we break loose. Why are our people not utilizing this strategy? No. All many of our people want is saga. to attack this person, attack this person. Whereas we have enemies that we're supposed to channel our energy to expose them. No, they are not doing it. Kemi Badenoch is a Yoruba, pure Yoruba. He said it. He said, I don't see myself as a Nigerian. I'm a Yoruba person. I don't deny my Yoruba heritage. But Nigeria said, no, Nigeria is not a country. She said it. There was no outrage against her as a Yoruba person. Let the Igbo person, or maybe Igbo minister in Canada, or Igbo member of parliament in UK, make it a half of this statement. Or even this, we steer up, Igbo must go from Lagos. They say we still clamp down on Igbo people in Kaduna in the north. Saying that you people are destroying Nigeria, setting the image of Nigeria abroad. Look at what you people are saying. It becomes you people. Nzogu, they plan a coup. Nzogu led a coup. Now we become Igbo coup. While the people of Nzogu, like George Onyibene, means from Okpanam, they say they are no more Igbo. They are not Igbo. But they brought things that catastrophe that is befalling us, they say is Igbo. Do you see the things? These are the things that these so-called people in this struggle should be educating the public, using it as as example, as topics to educate our people or educate the public, the audience. They don't do it. What matters to them is hey, this IPO, DOS, no, Nnamdi Kanu put out, he will eat, he will boil and eat some DOS members. He will boil them. He will sack them. This is what you see. That is why I ask, how do we save ourselves from ourselves? This woman is making this statement to continue disparaging Nigeria. Nobody is talking against her ethnic background. And we don't escalate it because our people are blind. They attack themselves. That is who they are. Because they are selfish. That is why I ask this question. How do we save ourselves from ourselves? It's a very pertinent question. Kemi Badenoch claimed that Nigerian women cannot pass citizenship to their children. She is never in. This is one of her numerous downgrading statements against Nigeria as a UK Labour leader. And mind you, she was born in London, yes, but she grew up, she schooled in Nigeria. But she has been making. Do you know what it means for a Labour Party leader in the United Kingdom to be making this type of statements? And it has been going unnoticed because people are not escalating it. Let somebody like her, but for Igbo origin, make her, I say, 1/4 of this statement. Hey, it will lead to the killing of many Igbo people. They will no longer see her, the person, as a Nigerian. They will see it as, oh, it's Igbo people. Look at them. Igbo must go everywhere. Clamp down on them. They are against Nigeria. Oh, yeah, they. But why are they getting away with it? Because many of our people are busy fighting each other. Many of our people are busy beating about the bush. Many of our people, even in this struggle, are busy asking, why did the DOS disobey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? He said they should they should buy pepper, but they go buy salt. Rubbish. Rubbish. We must save ourselves from ourselves before even trying to save ourselves from foreigners. Honestly speaking. Honestly speaking, Kemi Badenoch, he has been openly downgrading Nigeria. If she is of Igbo descent, all hell would have broken against Igbo people. Igbo people do this. Igbo people do that. That is how they do with their Biafra. Oh, this and that. our people are living it without looking, without noticing it. Because many of our people don't have eagle eye. What matters to them is very mundane issues. Gossip. That is why we will continue suffering. All of us. I say we will continue suffering until we wake up to the situation. Because we never wake up to the situation. Only few IPOB, genuine IPOB. Some are interested in bargaining with politicians. If we attack politicians to finish in the afternoon, in the night they go at the back and start begging. Mazi Chinasa ha anayo one of Biafra land. Anayo. You think that what they are talking, they are doing it for genuine this. You don't know that they are using it to cut deal. That is why even IPOB seldom they really show the work of ESN. Because once they bring out the video of what ESN is doing in some places in Biafra land, how they are pursuing, scaring away the Fulani terrorists in our land. People used to that video. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sibling, they will use that video, guys. Say, do you see how we are helping you? They will meet a governor. Oh, well, don't you see? See the video. See, do you see it? We are working. We need the ego, but we need the here. In the name of IPOB. When Soludo said that these people in the bush saying that they are fighting Fulani, what don't you ask yourself, what do they eat? What do they drink? All these days, all these months, all these years. Do you think that word came in vain? People went to him. Now we need your support now. You don't know that politicians are harlots. They have no secret. You don't know. I say the worst mistake Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did is to gather us together. Had it been his only maybe one side, or he come only one country, gather only that country, live in other country, as Igbo thing. Because Igbo thing, nothing. Igbo Union in UK, they don't have any contact, any official working relation or contact with the Igbo Union in Ireland, even their neighboring Ireland. Igbo Union in America, I'm saying even America, Texas, they don't have their national working contact with those in Florida. Igbo Union in South Africa, they don't have any connection with Igbo Union in Mozambique. I'm talking of neighbors, talk less of going intercontinental. So had it been Onyendu gather only one country, maybe Malaysia only, say, okay, we are doing Biafra, support Biafra, it would have been palatable. But the worst thing is to gather everywhere around the world. Even if everybody will succumb, they say, no, we escalate issues. How much in this struggle? People that can only your statement, they read what you are bearing in mind. Mandioma, gather them and think that this struggle will be led to West by mischievous individuals. No, now they are lying. Thinking that if they provoke the leadership, they will have a fool. Say, now, what am I getting in this thing, self? I beg, take. So that they come up, jump up. You see, they have built noiga. Direct the struggle. The struggle. We shall never allow it. People don't understand how mean. Mazi Okechukwu came, he said something, but I tell him, no. We will never use annoyance to scatter. Never. Instead, we use annoyance to gather. This struggle. We shall never use annoyance to scatter. Instead, we use annoyance to gather everything. That is it. Iwe a na-ekwu mirimiri n'ihu gwọmpịtị n'azụ. No, don't talk about Ekperima. They will go back at Ekperima. Tell him, continue what you are doing. This DOA, they continue giving him information, supply him with information. Push so that the DOA destroy them. No, don't talk about the US. No, leave. We know all these things now. It's not only him. Many things. So that is why I've been asking, how do we save ourselves from ourselves? Many of our people don't understand how politics works, how geopolitics works. They look at themselves, how they are doing well. Now they thought that this is how things are. How you are doing well in your business. Oh, you think that is how politics work? No. There are many things involved in politics. Do you see some of all these people that are coming, talking like mad people on Facebook, on social media? They are scaring away even people that are trying to approach, to identify with IPOB. Intellectuals, they scare them away. They say, this type of people, is it the group they want me to support? With this type of people? No, I will not. Honestly speaking. People that don't understand that in our lives, the indigenous people in Nigeria, our life, they see it as a threat to the interests of some other Western countries, including America. That is why, in some tweet, there is one platform that they wrote something, comment. They say, not a wide jump. Historical documents like NSSM 2000, 1974, explicitly flag Nigeria's population growth as a risk to U.S. resource security, recommending aid-linked interventions to curb it. Do you know what it means? These are things that topics full ground to educate our people. But you see some mischievous idiots coming out on social media only for saga. How do we save ourselves from ourselves? Do you know that they see our population, they see us, Biafrans, as a risk to United States of America resource security? That is why when you need to have a geopolitical knowledge, at least, of what is holding us. We are living in a part of the world that is rich, highly rich in different mineral resources, both solid and liquid and gaseous mineral resources. Everything, even the animals. Do you remember Hamza Mustafa's revelation in Brekete family a few years back? I think 2023. When he said, he gave you example why Bakassi was seeded. That place is a home to very rare animals, like boa constrictors, pythons that you can never see in any other place in this world. Some birds that you can never, some animals you never see in any part of this earth, only there. So the power, the West, they control there. So all is for business. Are you getting it? But our people don't see all this. What they see with their selfish mindset of what they can get, Now, if I didn't now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will see me as a, he will not for no matter what, I will be on his side. So you see that I'm fighting for him. I'm a loyal person. To saga. They don't know what this noise making on social media is causing IPOB. Sometimes some people will look at us and say, you people are jokers. I'm telling you, you are jokers. NSSM 2000, 1974 Kissinger report, he said, identified Nigeria as one of 13 high population growth nations threatening U.S. interests via instability, food shortages, recommended U.S. aid for family planning to cap growth at 8 to 10 billion globally, prioritizing Nigeria for resource security. Resource security. That is why they are directly sponsoring Fulani headsmen killers to be destroying our farms. Don't you see that? Don't you see the type of trouble we are in? But many of our people are myopic. What matters to them is saga. That is why I continue asking this question. How do we save ourselves from ourselves? The struggle for Biafra restoration is something so huge. It is, it is even above Nigeria standard, for your information, because Western interests are there. Western interests, American interests is concerned. And you see that wherever America vents or have their interest, they don't give a, they don't care about the massacre of genocide against the people. Ask yourself, why do you think the Fulani headsmen are on the rampage? Why do you think so? The other day I played the clip of this guy, the former Labour Party person, colonial person, Harold Smith. I will continue the clip another day. He said that British government have to help their friends to be in power, because they can get anything they want in Nigeria through their friend. Who are their friend? The emirs, the caliphate. That is what is happening today. They are using them to bring in experimental drugs. They are using them in order to bring in genetically modified organism crops, so that to stamp out our food independency, so that our people will become food dependent on outside. Are you getting me? Mazi have talked about this, revealed it several times. But do Nigerians react? They cannot react. He's an Igbo man, so never. Never. Who will take his word as anything? He's an authority. He revealed how Bill Gates has been using Fulani headsmen to massacre farmers. But do you know they are referring the massacre in Plateau as farmers' headers clash? Don't you see? Don't you see that? Don't you see the danger? Don't you spot the danger? They are calling it the farmers' headers clash. That is what CNN has been calling it, because it is being sanctioned by America. They see our land as a strategic place, so they need to be in complete hold of it. Are you getting me? That is why they arm even the military, the Nigerian military. Danjuma have told you that the Nigerian military collude. They collude, and the people don't get it. Today you see the testimony. Are you getting me? Let me play this.
Convoy killed 3 officers and civilians, and then the kidnapper escaped. That is the country that we live in. Law enforcement officers were killed by military, and kidnapper managed to escape.
That's it.
Nigeria is not a real place. Police went to rescue kidnapper in Taraba. Military officers attacked convoy, killed 3 officers and civilians, and then the kidnapper escaped. That is the country that we live in.
That is the country that we live. Okay. Let me play another one. The witnesses, eyewitnesses of what happened in Plateau. In Plateau, they saw it. The military, Nigerian military, was directly helping the Fulani terrorists, the bandits. They call the bandits. Do you see that? In order to carry out their attack. Listen.
A kill for Plateau State, right? I go play this video, man, and watch them. Then we meet at the comment section. When I go there.
This is the Plateau State. Plateau State government talking. He's asking the military.
But your security people saw the people. You engaged them. You didn't. None of them was wounded. None of them was arrested. Does that speak well of the operation?
Oh, well. I thought this 0 point.
But let me promise you, Riom will not come down.
Amen.
By the grace of God, we will
He's
use
the governor
every
of Plateau
means
State
at our disposal to make sure that this genocide comes to an end.
Amen.
I don't know who will tell me that what happened yesterday is farmers' herders clash. This is
that is what they call it. That is what the caliphate have lobbied, the international community, and they tallied with the American interests. Now they continue calling it farmers' herders clash. Listen.
This is pure genocide, and I can assure you that we'll escalate this matter.
Sir, to your notice, I'm not against the commander.
This is one of the witnesses. Listen.
But the commander not consistent with his whole statement. Yesterday he said a different thing, and today he's giving you a different report. What the youth leader said is what he said yesterday, that the Fulani that we are coming here overpower their men and they block their men so they don't have entrance to this community, and that led to this massacre. So I want to tell you again that I said it yesterday to the GOC, and I'm repeating it today in the hearing of the commander, that his men are busy supporting Fulani even in grazing. And farmland destruction is continuing without any hindrance.
To the best of my knowledge, this place, starting from Shonung to Lua to Fang to Bachi to Mazi, has had and has been under attack since 1996. But this particular one beats my imagination. It truly beats my imagination, what I'm hearing. It appears, sir, that I do know we have good soldiers and we have good military people, but there are certainly some bad eggs, and the bad ones are really bad. I think they need to fish those out and get them out.
What? There is no bad military in Nigeria. The system is flawed. The Nigerian military has been compromised. The system. That is what people should understand. They are still hoping that, oh, those that are supporting the Fulani terrorists, they call the bandits, they are bad eggs in Nigeria. No. The system at the highest level is compromised. That is what Nigerians, that is the Iberiberism that is still haunting them. They're still thinking that, you know, one way or the other, you know, anyway, it is the military. It is some bad eggs in the No. Are you getting it? A military spy, a military spook, Olawumi, the Yoruba military spook, high-ranking military spook that shouldn't even come out to talk. He came out and exposed everything. That look, the problem is not all those foot soldiers you are seeing as killers, terrorists. No. It is the plan. Those that are sponsoring them, they are in higher places in Nigeria. They are in the political class. They are in Asorok. They are governors. And do you know what? They are carrying out the interests of America. That is why with all these, do you know General Musa? You know it's above him. It's above him. That is why he came out to say that, look, you know, there should be ranching. That is what he saw. Because there are things they are seeing, they don't dare to talk it. America is directly interfering. It is their interest for the massacre, for the genocide going on in Nigeria, so that they will eradicate natural farm crops. The Germans have told you how they identified the true mapping, electronic mapping or mapping wallet, which the Bill Gates NGO shared the telephones to thousands of farmers in the north. All of those farmers have been butchered, and millions of farmers are in refugee camps in Nigeria. They run away from their ancestral lands, leaving farm crops, leaving their farmlands. Why do you think? Do you think that what the Fulanis are doing on video? They will come, they go to a field, a cornfield that are fully grown, or cassava field. They start, you know, clearing it, giving it to the cows to eat. Do you think that this thing is just ordinary? That is only local in Nigeria? Let the people understand the geopolitics that is happening. What is happening in Nigeria? They want to eradicate the people. They want to use GMO food to control them. They want to use anything possible, import them, poisoned foods, cancer-filled poisoned foods to Nigerians, so that when you eat in the, you know, people will be dying at 30, 20 something, developing liver problems, kidney problems. Because of what you are eating is what has been poisoned genetically. You don't know. It's an agenda. And Fulani is a catalyst to that agenda. Because for them, they are trying to conquer, to Fulanize everybody, not knowing that they also will be victims. Christopher Musa, the chief of defense staff, he said that all these things are happening, all these crises, that establishing ranching everywhere to appease the Fulani will be the solution. And that is why he came under fire. Nigerian defense chief Musa, accused of bias in Benue massacre, faces fire over comments on Fulani ranches, illicit arms. Because he can't help it. There is no way he can help people. Nigerians, oh, China, how can you understand this? The only solution Njemanze gave, they asked him, what is the solution? Is it government? He said Nigerian government cannot, because they put the people, the person in power. Before Tinubu came to power, they have given him secret documents, the roadmap, because even Tinubu didn't have roadmap during campaign time. They have given him the roadmap, say, do you see this agenda? You don't ever try to stop it if you want to be in this seat. You see, this Fulani agenda of destruction of farmlands and killing of people, that is the American interest. Don't ever try to stop it, otherwise you die. You die. But as long as you continue to be playing politics with it, once you come and tell, oh, this, oh, Arachi, play politics until you finish your 8 years and you go. We bring another person to continue. That is, Nigerians don't know that the power belongs to them. The power to stop this is in the hands of the population. If they can rise up in unison, spontaneously rise up and say, no, enough of this, that is where they can put a stop to this. But the Nigerian population can never do it, because they have been divided using tribe. They have been divided to hate Igbo. They have been rallied around to hate Igbo. They have been divided with religion, so they can't do it. Don't you see? Listen to the clip I played. From what is the name of that man? Inner agenda, separate from what all of them planned for. That is how they are on top. Do you see that? With the Nigerian chief of defense staff, he knew that his power no reach this. That is why anywhere the bandits are attacking, the Fulani terrorists are attacking, you call the military, they tell you, say, beg, we don't have order to pursue them. Why can't Nigerians think? They continue trusting the Nigerian military. Hey, come and save us. Fulani attacking you. Instead of rising up spontaneously. That is what we preach here. But they always deceive you that, oh, you want to align with Igbos. Hey, they are domineering. They will dominate you. They will, instead of able to dominate, please let the Fulani kill us. That is their success. For your information, that has been their success. For your information, that has been for their success, the Fulani success. They rally the people in order to use them. Just like Ahmad Bello said, that they will use the people living in Middle Belt as willing tools. Today they are killing people in Plateau. They are killing, they slaughter them as at will. Go and meet the same people that they are slaughtering. Tell them that, look, we are IPOB. Look at, we want everybody to be free. They say, no, you, Nnamdi, no, you are Biafra. No, we don't want. Instead, leave us. Now we are not falling. Let them kill us. No problem. That is the evil that is going on in Nigeria. How do we solve this situation? It is a highly sophisticated situation, very complicated situation. Are you getting me? Now continue listening. These people, this man, the first man said that, look, he saw it, that the Nigerian military was backing the Fulani killers, terrorists, they call bandits. They were backing them, following them to kill people, to burn houses in Plateau. Let me see whether I can reverse it, please.
Without any ignorance.
To the best of my knowledge, this place, starting from Shonung to Lua to...
I want to tell you again.
Listen.
That I said it yesterday to the GOC, and I'm repeating it today in the hearing of the commander, that his men are busy supporting Fulani even in grazing.
The men, that is the Nigerian military in Plateau, in is it Ruyoma, I don't know what they call it. They were busy supporting, assisting the Fulani, even in grazing. Nigerian military, a national military. How can Nigerians are seeing all these things? I don't know what is happening. They still believe that no, it is a few military, a few bad eggs in the military. No, it is a command. It is the system. The thing pass Tinubu, it pass Musa, Christopher Musa. The only thing that can energize them to build a case against America is when the people rises up spontaneously. They'll say, don't you see the people are, hey, they want the people are protesting, are rioting everywhere against the Fulani. Do you see that? But we Nigerians do that. The answer is no. I don't care matter, mostly on Biafrans. I don't care, no. Igbo man, he there for his shop. Nah, I know it this side. It happen for when you call your brother, maybe he's in plot. You take no. Nah, go sleep. No, it happened where it happen. He pass 100 kilometers from where I do. There now, they call it what? He will mention, he say, they not reach this side, I beg. All those things where there's in a propaganda. Tomorrow they have the chaishi. Nonchalant attitude. Whether partly is because of the toothpaste, the fluoride, the people are using to brush their teeth, being absorbed directly into the bloodstream, that is causing all this nonchalant attitude in Nigeria. Because I know many things that are being brought there as food, Indomie, everything, are being poisoned to sedate the brain so that people they will be dancing even in the face of danger. They will be laughing. No, what I don't talk now, beg. No, but Chinese television don't talk now, say nothing that happen. They believe official version always. Yeah, it is things. There are many things that before you know, everybody will enter church to pray or mosque. Now God will save us. No, nothing we can do. Just now God they save us. Nothing. Don't you see that there is danger? This man say he is seeing the Nigerian military helping the bandits, even rearing their cattle, carrying guns, protecting them, following them to attack villages, and yet Nigerians don't react. It is very big pity. And these people that say they are in Biafra struggle, they don't use all these things to make programs to educate people on the danger that all of us are facing. Instead, they are on saga. How do we save ourselves from ourselves? How do we save ourselves from ourselves? It is high time we rally around to build a vibrant system that can cover us, that can cover everybody. Not praying to God to save only you. No. If you are saved and others die, what is the need? If they live now, they live above for you. Only you. Can you survive there 24 hours? You come, you don't see anybody. Everybody is dead. Depression will kill you in 12 hours. You are dead. Now, why do you always pray, let only me survive? Oh, God, protect me and my family. If they leave you and your family in your street, you come back and you wake up early in the morning, you don't see anybody in your street. Are you not going to go mad? Are you not going to run mad? So why all this selfishness? It is better to build a vibrant state. That a system that covers everybody. That is why, like, let me read this news headline. One, he says, a DJ, he's a Nigerian artist and celebrity. He said, we were stripped, filmed, treated like criminals, made to sleep on floor. Nigerian DJ accuses Philippine immigration of racism, inhuman treatment. If you read, I read the details. If you read it, this is July 22. That was 3 days ago. The news headline. If you read the details, they invited her on a concert in Philippines. She was happy. People were waiting for her as a celebrity outside the airport. But arriving at Thai airport, the Philippine airport, immediately she and her Ed, two of them, her best friend, as they call her. She remove her passport, show is Nigeria. Hey, all hell broke loose. They don't care whether they didn't even allow her. They deported her back after humiliating her, making her feel like a criminal, putting her in a deportation camp where she met many Nigerians. And they told her that, look, some say they have been staying there for 11 months, for 4 months, without seeing the sky. For nothing, because you're a Nigerian. Because people fail to understand that there is a need to build a vibrant system. Instead of trying to build yourself as an individual, instead of praying to God to only make you alive, to save you while others are perishing, you don't care. To make you only you to progress. The religion brought division. It make people, I don't care. This actress now, I know that the only solution her friends will be giving her now is maybe, no, get a Canadian visa, come to Canada and have a Canadian citizenship so that you stop using Nigerian passport. That is the solution of an average Neanderthalic Nigerian. They don't care about fighting that. Let us put hands together in order to fight and destroy that system that has been destroying us. No. She's a celebrity, but she was naked. She was made to be naked. Only she has a valid visa. She has everything, but only that passport, the system that covers her, is evil. Do you think, as if had it been she has a German passport, oh, they will welcome her with open arms. Every immigration official will be trying to even take photo with her. Oh, how are you? Oh, you know. But being a Nigerian, it doesn't matter who you are. Maybe in Nigeria, it doesn't care. It doesn't even listen to news of how people are being massacred, how Nigeria is deteriorating, how our reason of agitation. She don't care, because in Nigeria she may be going with maybe police escort or police guard. She don't care. She is a high class celebrity in Nigeria. She don't care. Do you see that? It doesn't matter who you are. The system that covers you is what portrays you to the world. Nothing more. Not your individuality. Your individuality is nothing. Dangote said she stopped traveling with Nigerian passport because of the embarrassment associated with Nigerian passport. A billionaire, the number one billionaire in Africa. He said it one time ago, I think in Mo Ibrahim's program. He said it. I no longer travel, or in one interview, I no longer travel with Nigerian passport because there is embarrassment. Because that person you are meeting at the immigration point, he doesn't know who you are. Be a billionaire that is doing his job. I mean, the instruction to them was, if you see Nigerian passport, look at it, treat the person as an animal that he is. They are animals. It's an instruction. So if you look at it, say Nigeria, hey, Nigeria, hey, please come this side. Nigeria, hey, come this side. You say no, but I'm a billionaire. I'm the CEO. Say come this side. Before you know it, turn into their language. He don't even hear you. Before he slap you. These are the embarrassments that Nigerians are going through, but they don't want to tell themselves the truth because they are dishonest set of people. That is why we are trying to make sure to remove ourselves from this embarrassment, so that we can build a vibrant society that will protect everybody, that will make sure everybody will be proud of. Once you hold Biafran passport, everybody that sees you any immigration point, any border points in the world, they will come in. Oh, Biafra, how are you? They welcome you, not because of you, but because of the passport, the system you are holding. That is what we are trying to do, and we should earn it. Not it will not come by mere wishful thinking. No, we should work towards it. That is why I said we must save ourselves from ourselves first. From this selfishness, selfish character, dishonest and mischievous character that many of us possess still today. It is inborn in us, but due to enlightenment, many of us in this IPOB jettisoned it. That's it. That type of primitive selfishness, we jettisoned it. Now we start thinking collective, how to build a vibrant nation, whereby when you tender the passport at any port of entry, they will put a smile on their face and welcome you, help you. Even if you don't have valid visa, they tell you, don't worry, we will help you put it. Don't worry, you are welcome to our country. But as a Nigerian, tender Nigerian passport anywhere, you are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. Because they will question you, they will search you like a criminal. That lady said they search her and use a dog to sniff her, even naked. They sniffed her, sniffed her luggage, made her to for how many days? Said no. What is the reason of you are deporting me? No reason. Even Nigerian consulate, Nigerian embassy dispatched their personnel to come there inside the immigration to plead. And they refuse. What is the reason? Best known to us. We are not going to give you the reason. We don't want them to enter. Finish. People that invited them came in and said no. Even the Nigerian diplomats, they are even afraid. Don't you know that? Because they can slap them. Nigeria. Who fear them? Nobody. Because it's a country that is a system, the worst system in this world, that can never be respected by anybody. Are you getting it? When they see what is going on in Nigeria, how will they respect you? Where the military is working hand in hand, the national military is working hand in hand with terrorists. Where the Nigerian military will, on video, will cock gun and shoot a citizen, extrajudicially kill the person in front of camera. How do you think that they will respect you? He is a quagmire. It's worse than animal kingdom. I'm telling you. And you think that people are not watching all these things? A Nigerian military or police will cock gun, say, I will shoot you and nothing will happen. And we carry gun, assault rifle. Monkeys and baboons with guns. They will cock gun and shoot the person. A citizen for nothing. Where the Nigerian military will be beating a lady, a woman on camera. They will be videoing. 4 or 5 hefty military personnel will be hitting a woman for traffic offense, which is none of their business even. And you are telling me that people will respect that system, that place, where people pray. They are praying for something that they should do that others are doing by themselves. They want one spirit to do it for them. How can you respect that kind of quagmire? How? Tell me how. But in all, my question remains: how do we save ourselves from ourselves? This is where I'm going to stop. I will go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people will start calling it. Please, do not go away. I will be right back. Do not go away.
I don't believe that anybody in this country should be driven away from any part of this country, because this country we own it together. When I was fighting for the war of unity in this country, I used Igbos, Hausa, Yoruba, even though we were fighting against Igbos, not that you should go, but that you should come. And I used Igbos to fight Igbos to come. So if anybody says to me that then somebody should leave any place, now the one way say somebody should leave, now he go leave.
So that will escalate this matter.
Sir, to your notice, I'm not against the commander, but the commander is not consistent with his own statement. Yesterday he said a different thing, and today he's giving you a different report. What the youth leader said is what he said yesterday, that the Fulani that we are coming here overpower their men and they block their men so they don't have entrance to this community, and that led to this massacre. So I want to tell you again that I said it yesterday to the GOC, and I'm repeating it today in the hearing of the commander, that his men are busy supporting Fulani even in grazing. And farmland destruction is continuing without any hindrance.
To the best of my knowledge, this place, starting from Shonung to Lua to Fang to Bachi to Mazi, has had and has been under attack since 1996. But this particular one beats my imagination. It truly beats my imagination, what I'm hearing. It appears, sir, that I do know we have good soldiers and we have good military people, but there are certainly some bad eggs. And the bad ones are really bad. I think they need to fish those out and get them out. Sometime in the past, we have asked if the soldiers will not protect us, leave us alone and see if we can fight them. Otherwise, it does not make sense. You are said to come and defend these people, and the people have been killed right on their roofs.
The security agencies that are stationed up here, they are here. This is the road to the security agencies. This is the church. Almost getting to 1 hour, they are trying to have access to this church, and security agents are here. We are all hidden here. We just hide, but we saw them. They just give them back up. That's just the truth. I'm an eyewitness of what happened. So they started the active operation around 3:30 a.m. That is on Tuesday. Honestly, they are falling houses. Some are going there with their macheted, some with gun, shooting people, some with carpet, spraying on the houses. When they shoot, then the fire just burn the house. And honestly, they are just watching at them. Nothing had happened, and we are seeing them. Around 5 p.m., some of the security came for reinforcement, and we saw them. This reinforcement, they just reinforced how to help and kill more of our people.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chindu from our local province of Biafra land, and we are here live. Today is the 25th day of July 2025. Tatabo Obotiori. Therefore, our lines are now opened. Our WhatsApp and Signal plus 61 405 142 547. I repeat, plus 61 405 142 547. I repeat once again, plus 61 405 142 547. You can call us now and give your view, but remember also the rhetorical question which I gave out: how do we save ourselves from ourselves? Because the selfishness, the mischief, the deception is overwhelming. Caller on Signal, you are the first caller. Please start by giving us your name and where you're calling from, if you may, please. Can you hear me? Caller on Signal.
I can hear you. They were watching it. Mazi Jonathan, you have the number.
There, Mazi, please go on.
The Biafrans and lovers of freedom and women, I bring from my location. I think I can add a question from us. Oh, a very important question, and wonders on our journey so far today. In answer to the question, those our brothers who are in their own region, in their own tribe, they do not. But we know as far as Biafra is Igbo. Now, the then said that the brand is an important question. And my answer to that, the only thing and the only way we save ourselves is by supporting this IPP that is looking for the retention of the and to rally around the leadership. So this is the only way. I'm not saying it because so because from there other people can come in. One thing that people have lacked in the leadership, and if you have leadership, that is a head. And if you don't,
Mazi, why your voice is breaking? I don't know. Mazi. Mazi. Mazi, why is your voice breaking? Mazi, can you hear me? Why is your voice breaking? I don't know.
Presently, all the them father must support this type because it's the only that can give us a voice. Now, for those people now that are Nigeria to fight for, I this the war of genocide. And I think okay, Obasanjo is telling for us to go for now. And then mother have property during the war for the safety of their lives. After now, back.
Mazi, your voice honestly is not coming out. This issue, please. I don't know why.
They came back to that. All their much and more in all that we are confiscated.
We cannot continue, please. No, we cannot continue. Honestly, I know it's your connectivity. Honestly, caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Please go on. Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Good evening, sir.
There, Mazi.
Yeah, my name is Odinaka Chuku. I am calling you from the zoo. I am in the northern part of the zoo. Precisely, I am in Kaduna State. So, I've been following you people. I've been listening to Radio Biafra for a very long time. And thank God I am through today. I was able to get you people today. So, I just want to thank you for your work. For the question you asked, seriously, our people need help. And I think the only way to save ourselves from ourselves is by, saving ourselves by force. How do I mean? Our people, our people will insult you, knowing that you are saving them, you are trying to, you are looking for a better life for them. But they will be insulting you, they will be doing all manner of things. But still, because you have that in your mind, you have that in your spirit, and God is with you, you must help them by force. If you are waiting for them to support you before you help them, you will never going to help any of them. We must help them by force because they need it. So, and again, I want to comment on how people talk on this Radio Biafra. I know it's our own, yes, but we should not be waiting for the presenter to be telling us Mazi Ndewo, Mazi Ndewo, before you end up the call. If you make your comments, if you make your point, just let other people in, because the much call we have, the much knowledge we can, because sometimes you, instead of taking like 4 or 5 calls, you end up taking only 2 calls or 3 calls because of one person will use more than 30 minutes talking as if he's the presenter. So please, this is my own suggestion.
Ndewo,
so
before you go, Ndewo,
Mazi.
before you go, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
How is it? Are you living in lower? Is it southern Kaduna or northern Kaduna?
Yes, I am living in southern Kaduna. I'm living in one village like that, a very local village.
You don't need to. Don't worry. You don't need to call. You don't
Radio
need to call the name of the village for security reason.
Okay,
Now,
sir.
I want to. Are you working as an employed worker, or are you doing your own business?
Yes, I'm doing my own business.
Okay. How do you see the security situation there? When you compare it, or when you take cognizance of maybe the people there, and even our own Igbo people that are living there, how do you see? Just be honest. How do you analyze the security situation?
To be honest with you, there's nothing like security here. That is just the.
I don't know. You are. It is very. I don't know. I don't really understand what you mean. There is nothing like security. or there is nothing like security concern.
You asked me a question. You say, how do I see the security situation
Yes.
in my area?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, that is what I am saying. That like where we are, if anything happens to me or any of my brothers here, nobody will know about it. That is why I'm saying that it's nothing like security.
Okay, I understand.
Nobody will. Yes.
Then is there anything like you know, you are an Igbo person, right?
Hello? Sir, come
I
again.
say, are you an Igbo person?
Yes, I am Igbo. Didn't you hear my name? My name is Adinaka.
Okay, no, I want things to be clear. Now, what are you people? Do you people have concern, or is there any solution you also from time to time you gather and talk about it, or everybody live, you know, and they just any day if you know, what is the mindset? I want to know our people that are still living there, please.
You mean talk about like Biafra?
No, not about no. I mean your own security. Your own security. You know, you made a statement, and it sounds very simple, but we are talking of life. You say, if anything happens to you, there no person we know, which is absurd. And you people are still living there. Now, is there any way you guys, for example, you Igbos that are living there, used to gather and talk about it? Now, how do we do something? What are we going to do in order to make sure that we are secured, or everybody is looking towards his own God to protect him? What is the general this in there, please? The effort.
Yes, I understand you. The truth is that our people here does not even know what is going on. I mean, you will not understand the kind of place I am living. The place is very local. Like it is in a typical village. So
It doesn't matter. It's very local, but it's a place. It's a locality.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Like for example, I am from Enugu Ezike, so we have meeting of Enugu Ezike people here. So in that Enugu Ezike people, I'm from somewhere called Uda in Enugu Ezike. So I normally go for the meeting every first Sunday of the month. So whenever I go to the meeting, I am an IPOB member. I am an IPOB member. Let me be honest with you. I'm not afraid. You get? So I am an IPOB member. So whenever I am in the meeting, I used to tell them what is going on. I used to even tell I am the one who is differentiating IPOB and autopilot. Because immediately I joined IPOB, I joined IPOB 2020 because I was not around in the village. I wanted to join IPOB a very long time ago, but because I'm not living in the village, I was not able to join
talking
them.
about. I don't know whether you understand my point. I'm not talking of IPOB. I'm talking about
the security.
Yes, you are concerned. The security concern
Our security,
of you.
yes.
Yes.
So that's where I'm going. So as I am trying to like tell them what is going on, that we should try our best to be very careful, because to be honest, there's nothing we can do like to secure ourselves. The only way we can secure ourselves here is to leave the place. I hope you understand me.
To your knowledge, has there been any of our people, Igbo people, they are being killed by either bandits or any being murdered, as you know? Or kidnapped?
Because I've been here for a very long time.
Yes, okay.
There is.
There has been.
So, but that was during Jonathan regime. Because I'm here. I have been here. I have been here from 2010. So I came here April 30th, 2010. Then I was 18 years. Now I'm 33 years now. So then it happens in the church. this thing happens in a church. It happened in a church somewhere called Jaji, because I'm close to the village I am is close to Jaji cantonment. So that day was kind of the Christ of the King. You know, this thing that Catholic Church carry this their Holy Communion go around the compound of the church, the vicinities. So that day, it's just like a miracle you get. So the people, those that time, you know, because I told you this is a during Goodluck regime time. So those suicidal, they are Boko Haram members. But this thing happens inside the biggest barrack. This barrack I'm talking about is like the biggest barrack in Africa, in Jaji. So we went to church that day. So the Reverend Father told us that it's like he's not feeling fine. Instead of us to carry the Holy Communion to go far as we should do, because that is Christ of the King. He said you should just walk small and come back and close the prayer for that day. That was on Sunday. So we did not spend much time as we supposed to. So after leaving the church that day, I just went to my house trying to change my clothes. I had stand-up bomb that even shook our house, because our house is close to the church. I will say what? Inside barracks. Then we run, enter. We wanted to go and see what happened. Yes. Before reaching there, second one explode. Those are two Boko Haram members. They came with two suicide bombers. But luckily, before they came, the Catholic Church have already dismissed. They have already closed from church that day. Then they now went straight to Sawmills as the Anglican. Our people call it Sawmills. They went straight to the Anglican church, because two of them, you know, in every town, the Catholic and the Anglican are very close. They now went straight to the Anglican, because that day Anglican has not closed. There was a meeting, because next Sunday will be their bazaar. So the top members in that church was having a meeting. So one of the suicidals parked his own car in front of the gate. Then second one that tied his own in his waist, went straight inside the church. So the first one, the person who entered the church, that one blew, the other one exploded first. Then the people who survived from inside church tried to run outside, now come and meet the second one. And the second one exploded. So that day, to be honest with you, that was the first time I saw like somebody that I know very well was a victim.
Okay. Now, finally, finally, how is the people, your hosts? I know they are not a Hausa, and most of them are Christians, right? I mean, the local people there you are living.
Yes, most of them are military people. Said,
yes. Well, some of them are Hausa, right? And some are other ethnicities, right?
Yes.
What is the relation between you and them? Is there any friction sometimes, or everything is cordial? What do you say? Just be frank.
I didn't get you. So what is my relation?
You people's relation, you as Igbo, your relation with them. Your host people, the indigenous people there, are they hostile to you sometimes, or everything is okay, or is there any friction sometimes, please?
Yeah, like here of them, because you know it is northern part of the country. So most of them that is Christian and like Hausa Christians, most of them are trying to like get close to us Igbos. Most of them love to be close to us Igbos, because they are seeing us as their savior. Because to be honest, the part of the north I am now, most of them has been converted forcefully. You know, like
Converted to what?
Converted
Converted to what?
Converted to Islam.
To Islam.
Forcefully.
To Islam. Okay.
Yes. Yes, from Christians. Yes, most of their Christians that is living in typical village, which nobody will ever hear about, are converted by the Islam. But I'm lowering my voice because I'm still
I
inside
know,
my
I
shop
know,
as I'm
I
speaking to you.
know.
I
You
said,
will cannot see,
yeah.
but no problem.
So okay. So ihe otega aka m na-achọ ka m kpọrọ redio Biafra otega aka mana I'm lucky today. If you go so iji gwa gị eziokwu udu ọnọdụ anyị nọ.
So come
Also, me
before your
again,
analysis, because before you mention in name analysis. So India convert to Islam, for example. And when you say you non sobu or when you say lesion anya as army, onya many army or infidel or him chore water, call everything the okay.
like ndị ugwu ba otu esi n'anya anya.
Ndị ebe ibi na oge na-asịsị ndị ugwu ebe ibi the local ibi ndị nwe obodo.
Yes. Ndị anyị na ha bụ ọ bụrụ ka nwere otu a si n'anya anya azarị or anything every time like onwe onye ọ ga-abụ ọ bụ igi ife na shop m now instead of ya na ịkpọ m afa m ọ ga-asị m arị nye m nke a nye m nke a physically because yeah, that is like every day ọ bụrụ na ọ bụ
So ihe aka ọkwa anyị nọ na one Nigeria. So ihe aka for example ACB go there for maybe more than 10 years. Ihe aka ị na-edi always. You know, ọ bụrụ na ị nọkwa foreign country ihe aka ị na-edi every day. So ọ marazie gị ahụ enwezi ihe kpọrọ ya. Is that correct?
Ọmarọmarụ onwe ike ịma marụ God forbid ọmarọmarụ maka na enwero m choice eziokwu ọ bụrụ na nla na be anyị n'onwe ihe a ga-eme m but ịmago na like ọ bụ na otega aka ị ga-anọrọ n'ụlọ na ijikwere empty hand wee lawa so
it's okay. It's okay. Ndewo. Thank you for this conversation.
Thank you,
because
sir.
I just want to know. Ndewo, thank you. Udo dịrị.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You see, and be careful. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. This is what we are seeing. And when we are fighting in order to set ourselves free so that we have a place that we can call home freely, so that you can be proud to be a citizen. You see, some people are, because of their selfish interests, they continue misshooting. I call it misshooting. That's why I say, how do we save ourselves from ourselves? Just like one night Wokekuru. I say, I don't blame him. Yeah, we typical talk of Igbo man. Now we there here under the grace of God now. Anything that happened to me, no problem. Doing here like that. It's life. We are talking of life. Are you getting it? But we must be there. We are forced to be there. But we in the same country. It's very sad. Do you see this struggle? It is obligation. It is our duty to support this struggle. Otherwise, I try here. I try here. Maybe now so we got to suffer. Kanu na agbasaga na social media. Kanu na akọgheri nke asịkwa nke asị. Instead of channeling our energy towards the same direction, we continue targeting ourselves because of our selfish interests. How do we save ourselves from ourselves? Caller on signal. Mazi Emikris, please. Can you hear me? Thank you for holding on.
Can hear you. Good evening from here.
There, Mazi. Welcome to the program.
Well, fellow Biafrans, good evening from here. This is Emikris talking from Italy. Mazi, you just said what I was prepared to say today. Partially, you have used it and make your your opening speech. What is that I want to say? Since last week Saturday, the event of the broadcast that broke the let's back and sat down thinking all this while to find out what actually is wrong with him. I didn't get any answer. The only answer I get that this is in our DNA. There's something wrong. In preamble, what I want to say, I started down within this week now to calculate. This was started under the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu. You count people that left this struggle, not that they left the struggle and go their own, but they left the struggle, begin to counter the struggle. You see, Michael Iran, not Michael, Clifford Iran, sorry. Clifford Iran, number one. He left this struggle and opened his own radio. Uche Mefo left and did the same thing. Obidio Bien left and did the same thing. We have one man, a secretary here in Italy here, the IPOB General Secretary in Italy here. That man name is something I forget that name. I know him very, very well. He left and joined them when they opened Biafrans in government in exile. He joined them. Then George Olive left, as he said, opened his own Facebook page, begin to revise what he had said in favor of Nnamdi and against Nnamdi and against him himself, because he's an Igbo man. Before you look at it, Kanu left. They opened their own. Perhaps them talking to Biafra again. How to do it to get it right. Before you look at it, they go, these daughters of Nigeria, or what they call them, open their own. The left are also open their own. The same thing they are talking, telling us how it's right. Who was a person on this press also left and open here, revising things. What bothers me most? That the brothers of our leader, the siblings, they committed unforgivable crime on this Biafra struggle. Anything that makes you to leave the struggle and open your own is not forgivable, unpardonable sin. That's what you have committed. And what angers me most is that the question I have for myself is our leader want this struggle to be destroyed. I remember the time that we are into war with Yoruba people on this issue of Biafra. Our leader rise up and say everybody stop the war against Yoruba people. Then what hold our leader not to stop his brothers or his siblings in the counter of this struggle? Whatever is the offense that IPB has committed or leadership has committed, as they are waiting for him when he come out, he put everything in order. Why can't he step in to stop this nonsense, and anytime they come out, he settle whatever they do? You see, you might be a very, very intelligent. No matter how intelligent you are, there are things you lack to understand. That is why an intelligent person always seeks to know. Any person that seeks to know is very, very intelligent. That's how I categorize people that are very, very intelligent. You might claim that you're intelligent, but you don't even seek anymore to know or to understand or to view things around you or take ideas from even a useless person. Then your intelligence thinking will overrule your thinking again. You become useless again. So this is the point I'm trying to find out. What exactly wrong with the people? anything. This way they play, and not only in IPO, this is what they do even in the local media. I said in my village, I went home when I traveled. The village divided into two. This were called the Momo, this and your job. They have no meeting in a village. Because these people disagree to this one disagree. They now open another one. Now, this brother just called now. He said that they're having meeting of individual people. All of them are Igbo. If anything happens to some people of Igbo state, they don't have they don't know what to do. They don't have a collective action. Everybody on his own. That is what the Lord is talking about, right? And this way of life, this primitive life, is destroying us. Completely, it has completely, totally and destroyed us. The only thing that keep our survival now a little bit is just like IPO. That is why anywhere I go, I tell people IPO have become an institution. Step in, that the idea, bring it there, let us know how to do it. It cannot be outside and telling IPO what to do. Just like I don't go to a long meeting here. Then if anything happens to us, I tell them that they should do this. That's foolishness. That's foolishness. So, my dear brother, my fellow comrade, your question you asked here has something. And for me, I have this. You ask that question. I've been thinking of my brain and to get a solution. How to save ourselves from ourselves. And the conclusion I have that we will exactly what Obasanjo said, that he used Igbo to get Igbo. We use ourselves to save ourselves. This struggle, I get caught under by force. It will be. They were trying to be obligatory. If we don't get to that level, or honestly, this struggle, we will not get it. I'm telling you. Mazi Kanu said something, but what he said is not to use anger, but that anger will go by forcing people to dwell on belief of what we believe. That's how Europeans will put the Christianity. Christianity you see in Europe today will fall. Constantine forced people to close shops on Saturday. If you open your shop on Sunday, you go to prison. If you don't, sorry, not Saturday. If you open your shop on Sunday in this country, Italy, you go to prison. The government will arrest you. You go to prison. Saturday is that the Jews are holding their strong base here on church here. So that Sunday you must go to work. It is under obligatory. And that is the way I'm seeing this struggle. Mazi, this struggle will make it obligatory for our people. I was saying what I hear saying that I think some people and then actually this struggle. People with this kind of mentality, how do we bring them together? Tell me how in this Italy we are living, we will have Igbos are living in this Italy, march in the streets of this country. Honestly, the government of this country will call Nigerian government and say, please find something to do for these people. But when that day come and they're talking to Igbo man, he sit down, listen to you. I said, he will agree with you if you don't want to agree. I only just leave him, let him go. I just give him. They are drinking. Some of them they don't have even second again. So, Mazi, there are things wrong with me. Which one I think to the struggle. We use force. If anything outside force, you will not bring people together. And yeah, Igbo, the ungovernable. Do you know that?
Of course.
Because of our individualism, everybody watch it from your village. In total of village of about 2,000 people living there or 1,500, nobody is the head of the village. Everybody is the head of his own house. The only thing they do that the kindred people, they gather together and decide this is what we'll do. That thing is outside the law, not under the law. That's the rule. That rule, it doesn't dwell on law. If that person happens, what happened? What do you do? You go behind we go and attack that person. In my village now, there's a man, they explicated that man from from the village affairs and everything. But he lives in the village, he doesn't care, he goes on a mingle with other people. Only thing they said, if they see you with this man, they give you penalty. Or everybody was the only way we hold ourselves like maybe somebody died. When the people supposed to gather together, they say no, we will not come to this area because you are not with us. No, this is not sufficient. It's not enough. It's not enough to have a people in one direction. So, Mazi, I have listened to that our brother last week. He living in a typical village. That village, I don't think that he will even have up to 200,000 naira to do what he's doing there. It's not an insult, but I know I've been in Kaduna. I know when you say typical village, in 1990 something, I lived in a place called Ubo in Kaduna after Pambegwe. So the people that use bicycle cross small street, they enter the bicycle again. To our area where we're living, just like a little bit town again. But it's inside village. It's a town inside village. Or village inside town. How do I put it? So I can see that brother for me, I see him as somebody who needs help. Just if you can track his number for me, and then maybe I'll call privately and get the number from you. Let us see the way I can support him with a little bit. That's all I want to say. So that he can go. If this person see a chance, he can go back home and do something. I think it's better than living inside that typical village there. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you. I will try to get the number, but the numbers are plenty similar. I don't notice. But my brother, you have had it. You that call from Kaduna, please, if you are listening, send me inbox me and say, oh, this is me, Mazi. It's me that called from Kaduna, please. Just send me an inbox so that I will check the number, from the inbox, I will know. I will also try to decipher, yes, the distance, so that I will send it to Mazi Mikris. Thank you very much, Mazi. There's something Mazi Mikris said that I love. He said, in answer to a question I asked, he said, we shall use ourselves to save ourselves. It's a very bright answer, I'm telling you. You know, here we learn. We learn. How can we save ourselves from ourselves? And he said, we have to use ourselves to save ourselves. And that is correct. Because no foreigner can do it for us. Nobody, only we. It doesn't matter how difficult. That is why when you see some people, they're in a group, or doing in a group, and before you know, somebody will talk something that provokes another person. That person, nah, is it because I'm in this group? I will just leave. I cannot bear this or tolerate this talking to me like this. Is it because me and you are in the same? I beg, I'm going. I say, so okay, you run because you are provoked. The other person will run because he's provoked. I will run because of a word I didn't like. Now, how do we get it right? Now you run, you see, typical Igbo man. He will run, he will leave, bam, and go to his space and start yapping. Talking now, that is the solution. Oh, Chineke. I used to tell our people, I say, we must stay here. Even in that group, I say, wise people we should be. We must stay here and get it right. We will fight, we will quarrel, but we stay here to get it right. And we become accustomed to ourselves. That is how wise people do. Not you run. Igbo meeting is always, even in villages, the divisions. Before you know, one meeting will become into 3, 4, 5 groups, different groups. They don't see eye to eye on each other. And the same people will be coming to, to blame governors. Hey, Igbo governors, you people are not doing good. You are not even talking on our interest, on our collective interest. But you, in the small way, in the small group you are, in the small meeting you are, because of little provocation, you run and form your own. How do you think that we can get it right? It is we that can save ourselves. I agree with you. We should never be Igbo something that any slightest provocation, I run, he go from his own. That is what some of all these idiots you are seeing on social media that have been in the same group with them. When you listen, when you see their character firsthand, you want to vomit. These are the people that will come on. Though I don't want to call names, because when I see some of them on social media, I become annoyed. I say, so the people that lack discipline, when you are in the same group with them, you see that their character is abhorrent. But they are the people that when they come, they start teaching you how to be this and that, castigating others. And you say, so, Onya na group, you know discipline, he can never follow what is going on. Nothing, because he knows everything. Mazi Obasi, thank you for holding on, please. Can you hear me, Mazi Obasi? Please unmute yourself and go on, please.
I can hear you, Mazi Chinedu.
There were Mazi. There were.
There were Mazi Chinedu, and greetings to everyone who has spoken. I always likened IPOB community radio as a hospital. It's meant for both the sick and even those who are healthy. Sometimes you go there to conduct some checkup to see how you're doing, and everybody is welcome. In the things you have spoken today, and one of the last comments you made, I myself, who joined to contribute, have also, received my own message from there. Because we also, in our little way, as we try to push for some improvement and changes in our normal way of doing things as Igbo people, in our little tiny jurisdiction, we are met with a lot of resistance, and sometimes you feel like, you know what, I'm not doing this thing, for my personal gain, so we can all just forget it and then just leave it and then you go do it. But at the end of the day, at the end of the analysis, it's actually for our personal gain. One of my comrades 2 or 3 weeks ago told me to my face, he said, Mazi Obasi, if because of what people are doing and saying, because of certain things you're trying to implement and you get angry and you leave this thing, then you are a coward. He told me to my face. And I really, really appreciate that comment
It's
that
correct.
you made,
It's
Mazi
correct.
Nnamdi.
It's correct.
Yes, Mazi Nnamdi. He said that to me, to my face in a meeting. And I appreciated that very comment he made. It was a reset. And I have to now decide that, you know what, come what may, we die here. Nobody is going anywhere. What needs to be done, as long as it is for the good of the entire movement, we are going to do it. To your question, the last speaker actually gave one of the best answers I could think of. We serve ourselves by ourselves. That's one of the things I've been mentioning in some of my write-ups that I would like to just mention again. The lone wolf mentality. The lone wolf mentality. And from my experience, I have realized that this lone wolf mentality has a way of giving birth to a very subtle mentality that is very similar to that. But the person who has been pushed to become that might not even realize he's being a lone wolf. And I'm going to give you a very quick example. If you are put in a team, in a group, or in a subgroup, in a micro team with a head or a leader or someone who is saddled with the responsibility of coordinating that tiny group or for that tiny responsibility, happens to be someone who does not understand the concept of team playing and thinks that whatever the team is doing has to be, associated and ascribed to him as a personal success and speak in a first person pronoun, you are likely, that such a person is likely going to reproduce or create people within his team who might feel that, okay, this guy is not a team player. Instead of causing problems, instead of talking and they will say, maybe I don't want to support him, why not just go my own one side? I will still be doing the same thing to support, but I will do it alone. I don't even care about receiving praises for it. I don't even care if somebody knows I'm doing it. I will just do it quietly and individually, as long as, this person does not appropriate whatever all of us are doing, as his personal gain. And by so doing, we reproduce people who also practice the same lone wolf mentality without knowing they are practicing it. And they do that in protest. I don't know if I'm making sense. And they do that because they think they are protesting against somebody who is doing, it has to be me, it has to be me. And this is another part that, as individuals, as principal officers, as genuine Biafrans in IPOB family, we must look into that the actions of other people around us must not drive us in protest or otherwise into doing something that we have professed to be against. It's a very thin line happening. Now, the audio you played of Buba Galadima, when I was listening to that audio, I realized one thing. Buba Galadima is not even a Fulani man. But he feels that whatever happens to Fulani happens to him and the entire North. That is his understanding. He called for that meeting. When he called for that meeting in Kaduna and the other people who came to that meeting, he, as the one who called the meeting, did not insist that he must be the president to enforce that change. He rather called for a meeting and pushed for somebody that they feel has certain qualities, good or bad, that could help them achieve that collective goal.
Mazi,
Mazi,
can you pause there? That is where they are more than us, Igbo people. If it's an Igbo man,
absolutely,
it's him that called the meeting. He will be the chief now. No, na me go do, na me say, before you know, power tussle, only that can destroy the meeting even. That is where I always say that they are more knowledgeable politically than us by far. How they left us behind. Ordinary, if it is our people, oh my goodness me, who are you? You will be him now. That person that called the meeting, na me, I do it. Na me go, I will challenge your passenger. I will stop this. Na me see him. Now, before you know, we Ogawi Jazz to bribe others to support him. Before you know, they destroy the fabric of the intention why they did that thing. Nandi, why the far? Mazi, please go on. I the far, we are far. Go on.
no, Mazi. As a matter of fact, a typical Igbo man might not even call for that meeting if he realized that he has no chance of being the leader. He might not even call for that meeting. He will say, you know what, I'm from Enugu, I'm from Ebonyi, I'm from Anambra, this is Imolites. Whatever happens there is their problem. And that's the problem that we are facing. When we talk about religion, sometimes we do not understand why people are very, very concerned about the effect of religion in our life. There is a philosophy or a mentality called Schadenfreude. It's a German word, so I may not pronounce it properly. Schadenfreude. This is a concept that is very prevalent in Christianity, and that concept has crept into our general mentality, and I will explain that. That is the concept of, oh, praise the Lord. I went to the bus station and I bought my ticket. Just when I was about to enter the bus, I remember I have forgotten my ID card in the house, or I have left my chewing stick, and I went to pick it. They said the car has left. And praise the Lord, you realize, I can't believe what happened. 30 minutes later, I heard that the bus had an accident and everybody died. Thank God I was not in the car. That is the mentality of being happy or celebrating the fact that something evil happened to another person, but not you. Sheldon Freuder. That is how can you praise God for 30 people or 20 people in bus dying, and just because you escaped it, it was God who saved you, and the other people probably did not know God, or God did not know about them, and they die, and somewhere somehow it becomes something of joy to you. And we have transported that mentality into our political and even survival life. And that is why when something is happening in Imo, somebody in Egu will tell you, oh, thank God, oh, it's not me. Oh. When they kidnap somebody and this person is able to return home safely, say, thank God, oh. A child was saved in the ritualist den, and they are propagating that she was wearing rosary, as if a bishop was not kidnapped. So when people are complaining about this thing, it's because we are being affected directly or indirectly by some of these things. One other thing I want to talk about is about distraction. I'll try and be very fast. One of the ways we can save ourselves is identifying distractions and making sure that our objective is big enough to distract us from the distraction. That our objective is big enough to make that distraction fade away. In 2023, Peter Obi was a huge distraction to our movement for the realization of our own independence as Biafran people. A lot of our people saw hope in Obi, as if they have forgotten the very system in which the Nigerian as a contraption exists within. We jumped the ship. Oh, Obi, Obi, oh, Obi, Obi, oh, Obi, Obi, and it became a huge distraction to us. And suddenly, now we have forgotten. We are dancing the same thing again. When they did a coalition, we say, hey, coalition, it must be Obi. Obi has run there. See that they will not give him any chair on the table. He has left. We are getting distracted in the same country that we have been there for a long time and have seen and witnessed what they can do over and over again. Don't forget that Buhari started contesting elections in 2003. And these people who saw that Ilorin was under threat, they were consistent under different political party encountering challenges until they made a deal with the devil in 2015. Just because they want to save a particular place. And in our own case as Biafran people, it's not even just one state. It is the entirety of our land and people that we're talking about. And some people feel that they can allow distraction to creep in and then take their attention from it. The Nigerian system, I will describe it as the Nigerian political system is what they do is, for example, you organize an ass-kicking competition. When I say ass-kicking, I mean kicking somebody's bum bum. You organize that as a competition. And then you go out there and then you announce that, oh, this competition, we are going to involve even one-legged people. We don't discriminate against the cripple. We don't discriminate against people who are disabled. And Nigerian government are those kind of people. They will advertise that part. And when it has taken hold of the mind of the people, then in the middle of the night, they will now go and pass a law that says in this ass-kicking competition, you must not jump. Tell me how a one-legged man will kick somebody's ass without jumping. That is what, when you shout, they say, oh, we are being tolerant. And then they have rigged the game even before it has started. It means that a one-legged man has no chance. Because once you jump, they will quote you from the law and tell you that you are disqualified. You're not supposed to jump. And we have seen this over and over again. We allow ourselves to be distracted. What we have is people becoming governor and making sure that their community where they come from becomes an autonomous community and their father becomes the Igwe. That is what we are experiencing. Lastly, Mazi, the issue of GMO that you mentioned. There is this guy called Aproko Doctor, or Dr. Aproko, whatever it's called. He's an Igbo guy, Chinonso Egemba. He met with Bill Gates recently. The next thing now is that he's doing content about how GMO is the best thing. This is somebody who calls himself a doctor who has been educating people about lifestyle, about things they must not eat, things they must not consume. Who was even telling people not to be using too much antibiotics in raising their poultry fowls, their chicken, their broilers, because it's not good for our health, because it's going to create an antibiotic resistance. This same guy, after meeting Bill Gates, is now a champion of GMO, telling us that our forefathers did the same thing. Did our forefathers do it in a lab? That is how they pick a voice that is seemingly credible. They corrupt that voice and then represent it to us as a credible voice. And then we miss the point because we have a selective amnesia. We forget. Very dark man is one of those people being groomed for the same purpose, and our people will not listen to it. And the Nigerian people in general have this very blind patriotism that kills their ability to even know when they are being destroyed. Small time they will turn their pain into comedy, and they laugh at it, they laugh about it, and that is over. And as Biafrans, we must not allow comedy, personal interest, any form of distraction to prevent us from achieving this. We must stay till the end. We must stick to this movement and we must protect it with everything we've got.
There were.
Mazi Jonathan.
There were. And as for what you say, the person, the doctor that went to Bill Gates that was talking against GMO and after meeting Bill Gates, he turned, is a typical, the character of an average black person in general. Manandi Igbo, Biafrans in particular, Igwagejioko. Most don't have dignity now. They will tell him how they will promote his page, make him now they will start shouting praises of what he's condemning. That's why I say many in this OG, they don't have no class, no dignity, no test, no class. Anywhere money go there. That's why black people don't have respect, Africans in general. Because they know that they can sway you easily with money, with position. What little crumbs be get with it? Oh, what are you talking? Yeah, yeah. They will tell you, they will promise you how your project, they bring it out, you become the mainstream, a chawara. Become even tomorrow they'll put you for political office. They will support you. The person will turn 180 degrees around and start promoting what he was talking against, what he was convinced. That's why the Shoji mostly they don't have ideological consistency, honestly. No ideological consistency. That's why during one time, few years back, during the time of President Sarkozy of France, he said this, I think in African country, in Senegal, that Africans they don't try to make name, I'm trying to rephrase him, not exactly the word he used. That they don't try to make themselves lay legacy for historical purposes. That is a problem. And when you look at many people attacked him, but there is a complete truth in what he said. Because these are people that can be swayed anyhow. When they see that now this thing strong, go now this Biafra not Joseph, now I get one for quick for so nothing. Now there's a way you can do it, you make your money, you become this and that. We help you do another language in a way. That is the problem. Most Africans don't like to die for what they believe. Ndishoji are not, mostly, they are not consistent with their ideology. He met a bigot and he changed language immediately. How do you think bigot and his people, how do you think that they would respect African people or black person? How do you think so? Immediately move out to start, they will see his page. Maybe they have maybe promoted his page. Say, don't worry, this is your page. You have how many views? Only 1 million. We make it 100 million in the next. We promote it, and we did this. They will even make you make him chairman of one NGO. Now, so go out now anywhere you want. Only a black person or totally turn around. All those things he condemn, he start promoting them. That is a typical character. It's inborn, and it takes enlightenment in order to remove this character from us. I'm telling you honestly. Caller on, let me see, who has been there first, whether caller on WhatsApp or Signal, please. Caller on WhatsApp. You have been there 38 minutes. Thank you for holding on, please. Can you hear me, please? Go on now. Caller on WhatsApp. There we
Mazi Jonathan, I can hear you loud and clear. I don't know.
The whole world is hearing you.
Okay, I'm Echike and I'm from USA. I can plan to make a program make sense, but on way here, I'm not enough time here. And sometimes the program I'm making my own after that. But because I won't know when you're not during the time of your program. Try I will know another thing my phone card again no more here. Try web here. Can I make distracted because home game when on that program on a the ihe na-ekwu anya na-anụchi ya mgbe ọbụla ime ike gị kwugide ọnwa mgbe oge rie aka ọtọ and oge take another 5 or 10 minutes before ya abata.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, Mazi Jonathan. On the distract anyone will listen. Because someone but most of this in the your program is very interesting and is very lightning. On a mende ban in our water about the history. Now Matan so so I be get where I be with distraction. On a mega catania just forget and two more ganama, not other people can feel it the same way. So I want to get she how we need to use it. I was on the internet again and with that people are in our pocket, they distracted the distracted the program.
Thank you for this
And
observation. Honestly speaking, I will check into it. Maybe before I open line, if I'm talking, I will cut off I will switch off the Wi-Fi of the whole phones, please. Thank you for that.
Yeah, and program again either Kaduna or we here on that side for almost 15 years. So my brother, life is very important. You get and what that side here will listen to the charge about. You got to be very enlightened. Money him again because to Nigeria no na. O mere anyị nwa clear na Nigeria adịghị one. Na enwere Igbo, nwee Hausa, nwee Yoruba, nwee other ethnics. So you get a na ego ị na-enweta maybe gị na family gị na ụmụ gị nọ there. Ga gwara n'ebe ahụ. Anyị nwa awụkwanụ ndị Igbo. Ala anyị nwa ala Igbo wụ Biafra. Anyị nwa ji aka na-emebishi everything na-aga on there. Ọnwa onye Igbo ga-agbata ego ebe obi ya ga na-agbala ịga obodo ọzọ otu Lagos other states Ala Igbo nwere a lot of land. I'm weaking a develop. Obodo anyị na ama mgbe m bịara obodo a since 2002. Almost some area I got push, but the got there today it's like a lot of shopping mall, a lot of things is going on that place. The place in more here before. You guys there who's more. I want to get behind on social media to most of the home with distraction. I think I was on chip now. Give you a check and governor and a happen when governor. Jugodo when I do on 1 year governor got putani ogwa is okay on with about this mountain of plot. When you call there one York. In your call there one cassava. On wake at the man who here. Because I want people who can paper there in a village because Ebana where farm or like farm area, like a countryside, here where farm. And to get out that place. Government in our supply and I have a lot of sense. I want the government now our supply. Now individuals their own. They give them echo. In running gonna put their farm. And to give you a check here, the situation I know here for Nigeria also. I give you a check because give you here again, you can't matter these people. Who governor, who all kinds of who representative who now because I never the reason why I get you go and represent any pull a nigga or a in a Biana farm. Destroy ihe niile onwe onye ga-apụta anyị kwuo okwu onwe onye ga-apụta taa ha na-esapụta emewe election na kasketa ihe anyị nwawu ndị Biafra atụ ihe IPOB na-eme na-amasị onwe ka ga-apụta anyị hụ dị okpu ha condemn all those things Fulani to give a check these people should another place far away distance pụrụ efi bịa n'obodo amụrụ gị gị kwuo ihe get the reason who is who who not support to Hanaga Biafra. Then you have anytime he retired, he can say Wundam in a police. Kanu Jimatana under the Ibuyebu. On 1 year there is supporting him. He can make sure now I want you to okay, I put on our governor. Anytime I put on him election, give a check ala Yoruba and we seaport almost 5 or 6 seaport to the Anebubate. Give a check every northern region and we have another dry port. Ihe many bridge abia on Onitsha ihe many on one of the onwe politician pụtara anyị was okay bridge around there all the way to close to the level of the river. Ihe many jiro gidi manye we very perfectly with people. I say abia 5 governors in the eastern region. I mean which is the eastern region. Those governors are not appointed. Give a check. Oh, who manage to appoint governors are not appointed. On what can no kata ha support behind them. On what can no because if you check honey them much on obodo Igbo. On what can check the same Biafra land. So here get me when they na about and support these people name. Can you know what they need me? Or wouldn't know much as you because I'm take this here and up na going to be making okay. I go not say or wouldn't na gonna farm. Hana complain. Oh, sometimes we got farm Fulani apure baby destroy. Na jokwasi okay. Or when you to there, or when people make gani, but to do the town bad, or to the other states, you won't Kaduna or this northern state, because one when like a middle belt, I mean to say, or the town bad there, or the man at the town bad, or to the about. You go see now, on when then I say, no, or do two Egypt. Now, will be on 1 year make it water. Then I charge I don't hear when he will be there. But all walking on I want you to know Biafra. All walking on and make sure and then I go on. Nana have because that farm, all this Akasa or Kanda and with the on Gagashi with their flower. And to give a check and the governors are on a chani. On Webber Kano Kataya bag is on a factory. Ihana Biano would one go do there about 2 portions. How energy making noise. Energy again, I want to Ihana and take a home at our own deck and on social media. They will call them to bribe them. Give us and they can hope Hana nonsense. But they check on the main issues and then when I hunger. Now when the governor is okay, you have patron. You have a production because if they take a G and a GGMF flower, all the hand in area, but most of them the Shikanabia. G flower, okra, flower yam, all those vegetables and I make a celia, freeze, and to even check your level in the Ghana and all those African nations. except Nigeria. I wonder, and people they show when I join on one Nigeria, but a woman I Nigeria because if you check and then in one Nigeria, a lot of them is dying by hunger, but other means they're dying. So all him I wouldn't deep okay, maybe here IPOB and we can support because give you a lot of legal dinner. Oh, I wouldn't maybe or teach how bad or all the other places. Because I'm a question instant in one high choro. Atu kemgbe ji mee Mazi Nnamdi rendition anyị ga-amata na ọwụ naanị ole Mazi Nnamdi Kanu onye ji obodo anya because obodo anya na-ekwukwu ya wụ Biafra is me and you and everybody that was from there. Ọnwụ onye ga-asị ka agụpụ na ọwụghị onye Biafra. No. Gibe cheke ndị niile na-akọ ndị Igbo ọnụ na everything. Gibe cheke those people bụ ndị na-awụ kata hụnụ kata ha mụ ihe ha ga-eme ha epiki as onye Igbo as a lower person ịma attack. Atọ ọrụ onwe anyị na-ekwukwe n'okwu na anyị bịa kpọọ Radio Biafra. I got more of them our own tone. Ibia or one Dibo Mereke. Because give man one that person. Because all those things those people make a chance sometimes. Hey, Bidoka sweat and Dibo. They will start trying to know our weakness, our weak part of the side. So give man what that person I had direct because that thing they would them for my own painful. Because so too when I want people and I want for Biafra. I got my here my brother Chile Masik and big government in Nigeria and I have me email because if they take one school now, school in any part of Igbo land, there's no good hospital any part of Igbo land. There is no good manufacturer. Only a single manufacturer no there now okay individual. When the government take up and no factory I don't know. Okay, which I need and who make noise. How security? Na Libo Kamara Nyawu Governor Gabia, Allen Nigeria na can one Governor Geji 20 police officer. He had a police officer. One year to Gagini. Give him. Why don't you give him a talking him and I got money you take a ship PCA? Only here the protection for Umunegi, he protect Yagi. Umunegi, shaking him again, all them by creating job for them, by making the ones now we have a chimon or to have gone. Because if you check and Dibo, Yamtazina, Ego Bodoibo, because I want to check it in an easy. Obodoyibo anọkwana a na-ata ahụ there because if you check I know I'm here for almost 20-something years. The strength in when are developing their country. That strength I want to know and when company no other states mmadụ ga-eme. Ihe ma aka ọrụ mmadụ ga-eme developing manufacturing. Especially in I spent these 25 years building their own country where I can build my own country in my own land. Politicians put ha na-eme gari noise on webe ka any factory. On webe ka anything. At give you a check, those things we hear dinner, by God, give a check, by God, because on one you got one way a natural person is your gopota. People vote to year. Okay, here we all get one. Here we all get men and dead here. On webe ka put and when you get within any na leave. So we have when they get chile when na put our that's one because give a check that power which be America they make this government. Give them what you that power. Ghana Alibania. Okay, the seaport now no here, Lagos, and we're almost 5 seaport. Do you have many government actually within the seaport? Government, give me to other governor, plan no target she with the seaport on Alibo. On where can because you have to hotel we will be the one. So here my gebito Moania. Yeah, we can really gag around agriculture, banning and because I also get the suppress on your into more into 99% in Dibo when you're not school. They don't achieve it. So yeah, we are trying many due to their Western because if they check here Trump only Trump in the negotiation. On one negotiation, we only put water control on double. So give a check and then in a governor. We are going to change we are in a good also we will see power you go where automation where power. Why can't you power your own people? Why can't you power a lot of people by manufacturing technology and everything? In our school now also. I think give a check here. Foreigners. Give them enough trust and they begin also. So
Mazi, please round up.
ihe gbasara agrikọlcha na-agba n'ụleba anya ka onye ọbụla na-produce ihe anyị na-eri. Maazị Jonathan ka mma Yanga, thank you very
There
much for
wo
accepting my
Ibalia,
call.
there wo Dodrege, Jisike. Thank you very much. Yeah, that is it. We must continue. It is us that we fix our problem. Nobody will do it for us. That is what I get today. It is us that we fix our problem. I don't know. There is a caller that is calling. I don't know. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Are you there? Let me see. Is it WhatsApp or signal? Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? No. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me now?
Chinedu, thank you very much. Ajụjụ to say, how do we save ourselves from ourselves? Basically, I gave me here China mere when they wanted to save themselves. They looked inwards. You know, Yotago. We need to look inward, and looking inward also includes criticizing ourselves. Yotago. We need to be able to openly discuss the ills of our society. And how can you hear IPOB name? So our people should generally look up to IPOB as their ultimate moral guide for our own, because we are facing existential threat. I want to take on Igbo ara anụ ihe. And when we say Ndi Igbo is a general term for everybody in Biafra, because whether I'm Fiko, outside Biafra land, man, they don't know you, and this has been exhibited time and time again. So all to look inward, criticize ourselves, and look up to IPOB as a moral guidance to saving ourselves. We should begin to look at IPOB now because we are about building institutions, not individuals. Institutions and legacy. I happen to be a hospice nurse and I took care of a dying patient at USAVA. This person was a lecturer, is a doctor, is also a professor in a big medical college ever. Able people in a 2-bedroom apartment. And this man were a drug patent. Were a drug patent and we are tens of millions every few years. He's a multi-millionaire, but he was living in a 2-bedroom apartment. And this millions in cat this millions in cat this he donated $50 million scholarship to the school on Akuzi because on at the same school called Gara. Same school called Graduate Kuziwe. So we should learn to do something that will live after us. Okay, for example, why is it that now Dangote was able to articulate his problem with visa? What is he doing about it? Somebody with as much influence and as much ego with it. What is he doing about it? That's the way modern, society hates me here. You don't live for yourself. I know a guy. I'm also involved in a laundry industry. There's a company called I think it's Alliance Laundry or something. 3 people Bidoria. One of them was a technician in Mazi laundry machine. Another one was a broker. Another one was a salesperson. They just celebrate their 50 years anniversary. Those people being here established, they are no longer alive. All Mohana runs the thing. And when they were starting it, they had to quit their jobs and make a comfortable salary. They were trying to get something that was going to live beyond them. And you don't do that by not cooperating with one another. We have to learn to cooperate and live, with one another. And you do that by dispensing of your ego. Don't let your ego get in the way. Let another person disown you. I don't know about all this. When I was growing up, by face in Achi, all this, is it Goodwill Motors, all this, how many of them are surviving? For it to survive, it has to create a board. Have the president of a board. Even if that of a board is no member of the family, that company, you have to listen to him. Family have to listen to him because it's that board that to ensure that company lives forever and ever. The same thing in IPOB. IPOB is not a family organization, and we're not looking at the leader as the ultimate. We are looking at the organization, the ideology as the primary concern. It's not an individual thing. It's an institutional thing. If you treat anything as an individual thing, once you die, look at all the movements in this Bidoro. Marcus Garvey, because they didn't build an organization, they didn't build an institution. It was centered around one hero, one mighty Marcus Garvey. As soon as US destroy area, Malcolm X, the same thing. So he should have built a multiple Malcolm X to continue. The same thing with Nnamdi Kanu. He should aspire to produce multiple Nnamdi Kanus that will continue his legacy when he's not going to live forever. Instead of being in Nigeria, go and start a training institute on how to raise leaders. If you're such a great leader, it doesn't have to be about you. Some leaders are behind the scenes manipulating things. They don't have to be. So we should begin to listen to her because it's only in IPO in a picture of all these things that you have to be your face. It doesn't have to be your name. You should work in collaboration with others. I'm disappointed to know of prominent person to fight on pilots now. All of a sudden, just because you don't disagree with the leadership, you now against the leadership, you don't campaign in Kegi. We should eschew all those things and reject anything from the outside. I don't want to hear what your friendly Yoruba is saying in Nigeria. Don't listen to any promotion from an outsider. Look inward. Thank you so much for listening to me.
There were Mazi. Thank you very much. Caller on. Let me see. Caller on what's up? Is it caller on signal? Let me see it. Caller on signal. I think you'll be the last caller, please. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Please go on. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Please, you go on. No, I don't know whether he has gone. And in the absence of this caller, please, I'm no longer picking any call. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, as some of our brothers said it. That's why this is a very pertinent place. This is a parliament where we learn, all of us. How do we save ourselves from us? And how we must It is we that have to save ourselves. I completely concur. No foreigner will do it for us. We must continue. It is we that have to agree to disagree. Disagree to agree. That is what makes us one people. There is something our brother, the last caller, said. Somebody like Dangote, who is very rich and influential, is an industrialist, everything. And because of the embarrassment of Nigerian passports, he has to abandon it, traveling with Nigerian passports, and he started using foreign passports. I don't know which country. He sees it as a solution. He said, what is he doing to contribute so that this embarrassment will stop? That is where you see black man lagging behind. They don't proffer for solution. They think that they have nothing to call. It's not their concern. He will look at the easy way out. I have money. I can buy any nationality I want in this world. So what am I? Instead of laying legacy, black people have not reached that intellectual capability of overlooking their personal interest first, contributing to something that will last longer than them, building legacies, building institutions that will make their name or will immortalize their name. It is a fault, a fundamental fault. And it is this enlightenment of this age, which we are hearing from everywhere, that will put us in that arena. I am telling you. There is enlightenment on the air. It is for you to grab it. That is the thing. You know, people that are still now shaka religion and this and that, defend the religion. That is your concern. There is something on the air going on. That is enlightenment. If you allow your pineal gland to open, it will filter in. And you start seeing clear. That is it. You become free person. This Biafra restoration, it is our collective interest. It is only we that can do it. There are many interests, international interests in our land because of what our lands contain. That is why they want, if they want us annihilated or run away from our land, it is to their advantage. Are you getting it? It is to their advantage for us to run away from our land, for them to completely take over. That is why they are doing what they are doing. So that the politics they are playing is so that we run away from our land, so that we desert, so that our population will be diminished, so that we offer little or no resistance before we can realize it. There is, before I close, there is this video, very troubling, which was released, by a native doctor, Mini Willow, or something like that. I've forgotten. Where a young man, a young boy, came soliciting for to make money, using his father and mother to kill them. They gave him, he went somewhere, they gave him poison to kill the father, put inside the food of his mother and father. And he did the thing, they didn't die. Now that's why he came soliciting for this other native doctor, so to say. And that man have to video it to reveal this issue. It's troubling. The other day too, I saw a little girl of, is it 14 or less than 15 years? I've forgotten. Underage girl. They cut him with the head. He cut the head of her mother. He had killed the mother. In video. You know, the boyfriend told her to kill her mother, bring her head for them to make money ritual, so that they'll become rich. Whatever you sow, that is what you are going to reach. Let me tell you something. Nollywood promoted that there is something money ritual. There is something called money ritual, which people can go, you kill somebody, make money. When they were doing all those nonsense as movies, for them, it is a means of livelihood, making money, without understanding that you are sending information to the world and people will take it as reality. Children will watch it and think it's real. There will be people that will use it to scam others, saying that you don't see in Nollywood. That is how it is done. That is why I say, our people are not sophisticated in thinking. Look at Hollywood movies, American movies. They use it to promote themselves so that, anybody, a little boy or girl, because of what he's seen in American movie, he respects America, that they are more powerful, that they are powerful. They launder their image through their films because everything is interrelated. But in our own, they promote ritual. Oh, Iboma, it's them that know how to do ritual to make money.